Hello, everyone. Welcome to another night of World of Darkness with me and my friends. Welcome to Zed's World of Darkness, Vampire the Masquerade, Lake Blackwater by Night, Session 5. The night closes in. Last week, we had our wonderful group of players witness the awakening of Ulfhild Sorensdottir, escaped an attack from the Sabbat, though lost the Seneschal in the confusion, and met with the prince. Tonight we have a lot planned.
Bunch of vicious harpies.
And a bunch of vicious harpies, exactly. Tonight I've got a bunch planned. It's going to be a nice night of hopefully mystery and excitement and a little bit of political horror. Hopefully some real political horror, some political theater, a chance to express ourselves in ways that we like. Hopefully lots of great role play. I'm going to start with some introductions today. We're going to start directly to my left with Nerded Art, and then we'll go down from there.
Hey everybody, I'm Nerd at Art. I do not stream on my own channel, but sometimes you'll find me over at Team Wildwood, where the husband plays video games. Sometimes we play games together. Sometimes I take over the stream and play some games. Sometimes I do some art. I am playing Ulfhild Sorensdottir tonight. It's my second night on the campaign, and I'm super excited to be here.
Just to get some nomenclature correct, in the World of Darkness we call it a chronicle because we're pretentious.
Noted.
Happy birthday, Keywork Savior.
Thank you so much. I'm honored to begin my 43rd year on this earth, turning 42 today. I do stream. I am Keywork Savior. I'm a retro variety like most of the people in our little circle. I just wrapped up Metroid Zero mission today, and I actually have a poll, and I can post the link later for what the next Metroid game I'm going to play. But I'm a retro activist, so I completed this month's retroactive challenge, Star Fox 64 Deathless. Anyway, I am playing Dante Crow, our lovable, blood-sucking insurance adjuster, Tremere, blood sorcerer. Had his own little downtime action, discovering apparently the mysterious island stronghold of our local Lycan friends, or whatever they are. Yeah, I'm excited to be back here, and I'm definitely welcome to see Ulfhild join our little coterie. I think the dynamic can definitely benefit from some new blood. Haha. Retired 11 Bravo.
Hi, my name's Jeff, or Retired 11 Bravo. I stream pinning minis, and I do some video game stuff now as well. As Retired 11B or 11 Bravo. I'm playing the Nosferatu. Salvatore Ricci, and he is a out of time anachronistic. He's kind of like a creepy Batman, and he's basically the spy and the sneak. So, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it.
Fantastic.
He's like Count Orlok, but less charming.
Yeah, pretty much, yes.
Fantastic. Excellent. All right. I'm glad that we got our introductions out of the way. I want to... Just give me 1 second. I got to turn off the light. Oh,
hey, Caddick.
I need the right atmosphere here as well. All right. So let's talk about some of the events that have led up to tonight that are going on, just to fill people in. Over the last couple of weeks, there have been sightings of the Sabbat at the Getaway Lodge, amusement park, and indoor water park. The Seneschal has been kidnapped, and an ice patrol was murdered in broad daylight during a blizzard on Sunday morning. The prince is not happy. He's very unhappy. Juliet Darmond, for those who don't know, was also attacked by werewolves and has been badly burned. The prince has specifically asked for Salvatore Ricci, Ulfhild, and Dante Crow to join him at a warehouse downtown for a meeting. And that's how we're going to begin into this evening. Everyone, feeding is hard to do. The prince has said to stop, to no unnecessary feeding. So we're going to start at hunger 2.
But I have my haven with plenty of blood running around it that I prefer to get from four-legged feasts. Does that... I mean...
If you want to hunt in the woods where the werewolves are, then you're more than welcome to.
I was going to say, I know my woods pretty well.
But yes, you may hunt in the woods. If you want to do a little pre-game hunting, you are more than able to do that. Give me a wits plus survival check.
Not ready.
Difficulty 2.
Ooh, okay. Let me see. Wits and... All right. Oops, wrong window. There we go.
All right, you find enough blood to slake your hunger for the evening. You find a deer, you chase it down. I'm sure you use a bow and arrow or however you do it to cause the least amount of blood loss. I don't assume that you chase it down on foot. You don't see.
I'm pretty athletic. I mean,
it's a deer. You don't have celerity.
Yeah, I know.
So you use whatever means necessary, either be it a firearm, bow and arrow, crossbow, however you do go about doing it to hunt. And you find a large enough animal in the winter, just after the blizzard, scouring for food, not finding any. You come across the deer, you shoot it, you feed on it, you slake your hunger. Anybody else want to feed before we go out, before we begin?
If I run into Alfield, I will recommend that we be flush before we go.
Yeah, I would have been at your place at that point. So yeah, we'll head towards this meeting together. Oldfield is not happy about having to go see the prince again.
Yeah, well, he's not a pleasant person.
Indeed, he is not.
So yeah, I'll make use of my contact to find me somebody on the naughty list.
All right.
Can I have?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to ask if we'll deal with that after. Can I have you fill me on what Juliet would have told me about what have happened to her specifically?
As soon as I'm done with Retired 11 Bravo, absolutely. What were you going to say, Retired?
Excuse me.
Lies. That's what she's going to tell you. I was accosted. Those, the wet dogs slathered on me, set me afire.
Hey, I had my own run-in with those bitches.
All right, Retired 11 Bravo. What were you saying?
Just going to contact my underworld contact, my bail bondsman, to see who's on the naughty list.
Well, there's a smorgasbord to choose from. There's always someone on the one. It just depends on how naughty you want. We've got everything. He tells you we've got everything from jump bond for driving without a license to some DV.
Oh, DV. Yes.
She goes, but she's a hard one to get to.
Gee. Oh, it'll be fun.
All right, so you're basically you're hunting, and your hunting is essentially just comes down to a strength plus brawl.
Yeah. Do you wish to go first? Do you want me to go first? We can work off the same thing. Oldfield, you go ahead.
Oh, for I will head to the woods and look for sustenance.
Do you
He offers you other people too. It's just there's just a smorgasbord. So there's nothing more. There's nothing worse than the DV on the list today, though.
Oh no, I'll kind of explain to Salvatore. I do not wish to take a human life tonight. I will head to the woods.
I'm not killing anyone.
I do not leave that which I bite living.
Ooh. That's dangerous. So, you make use of animals then?
As much as I can, yes.
Because murder is something that can draw the attention of these police. Law enforcement. So we'll do the hunting and.
Well, we can go our separate ways while we go do some hunting for a couple hours, and I'll just kind of make my way to the woods and see what I can find. Yep.
All right, so Ufield, I'll have you make a wits plus survival.
Wits plus survival.
Well,
nice.
Very nice. You got a critical success. So you track down a very large animal, and you bring it down. A stag. You bring it down. You drain its blood. You don't even necessarily have to kill it. It's got enough where you can slake your true hunger and still let it live if you wanted to.
My character in general doesn't understand the concept of letting something live after she's bitten it because she doesn't understand how the curse gets passed. So, unfortunately, that stag's dying.
All right, so you drain the stag completely. You fill up your hunger. I mean, you quench your hunger completely for now. I think the lowest you can. Let me double check. I don't know if you can go to 0. Okay, 11 Bravo. You are hunting for someone who's not an innocent.
Yes.
You've gone to your contact. You've gone to your contact, and he tells you this one's because he doesn't know what you're doing. He thinks you're a bounty hunter, right?
Yep.
All right. He says this one's been hitting their kids.
The ugliest bail bond.
Yes.
Your maitre d'.
If you bring
That's
this,
what you call
if you
him.
bring this one in, you'll get your usual fee. Try to bring him in better shape than the last one.
No promises.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, you hurt children? She's gonna be fucked up.
All right, so make your strength plus brawl test.
Strength and brawl. So that's 4. Oops, come on.
Nom 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 nom.
All right, you got 2.
All right, so you succeed. Yeah, you can take 2 blood. You can take 2 feeding checks, 2 rouse checks worth of blood without killing somebody.
Sure, we'll take 2, and you're gonna be beat up, and then I'll zip tie her and leave a location. Here she is. Dunk.
You don't bring her
She's
in?
at this address. No. I never bring her in. I give the address. You bring her in.
Okay. So he says, yep. He says, we'll wire your account.
Thank you.
All right.
This one's a little worse for wear. Apologies.
So we did some feeding. I need to make a couple rolls one roll for Salvatore.
She's a little gamey.
Yeah. I would like to also, if we've got enough time, go check in on Catherine West.
Catherine West? In what context?
Just to peek in. She's a touchstone.
Oh, yes.
So just kind of peek in.
Everything.
Make sure everything seems okay. They're happy eating.
From a cursory observation, everything seems good. Touchstone's in good shape.
Good.
They're taking care of themselves. They're making sure they have everything they need in these trying times.
Kind of look and see what they're cooking and stuff like that. If they're like eating like poor food, I guess I would say. Red beans and rice.
Just your average American processed foods.
Oh, they're fine.
Yep, they're going to be preserved.
They're fine.
Mac and cheese and hot dogs, ramen.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time leave a grocery bag of stuff on the front door and ding dong ditch.
All right. So now that you guys have slaked your thirst for the night, it doesn't take you very long. Any of you very long. The longest it took was probably Salvatore.
Yeah.
I did fully slake my thirst.
You've all fully slaked your thirst, Jess.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let me get to pull my scene up. The warehouse on the outskirts of Lake Blackwater is old. Its corrugated metal walls rusting under the weight of decades. Snow swirls through the shattered windows, collecting in slushy pools on the concrete floor. There are no mortals here, just kindred. The only light comes from a dim flickering halogen bulb overhead, casting jagged shadows across wooden crates, rusting machinery, and old loading docks. There's an oil drum fire in the center, casting an eerie orange glow on the towering figure standing before it. Prince Victor Lestrade. His silhouette is sharp, his tailored coat swaying slightly as he moves, his piercing blue eyes, cold and predatory, lock onto each of you. Behind him stands Sheriff Miranda Crowley, her arms crossed, watching, waiting. Two Bruja enforcers lean against the crates, shifting uneasily. Even they can feel it. The prince is furious. Lestrade lets the silence drag on for a long, painful moment, letting the tensions coil tight in the room. Then he speaks, his voice like a steel wrapped in velvet. I have not had time to be patient, but I have been measured. His words cut through the cold and air like a blade. But my patience is gone. He takes a slow step forward, the firelight casting jagged shadows over his face. The city is falling into chaos. My seneschal is missing. The Sabbat are emboldened. Thin Blood, those fragile, disposable wretches, had defected to the enemy. And then, in the daylight, 5 law enforcement officers are massacred on Route 22. Do you expect me to believe that this is a coincidence? He glares at everybody. I will not let this city slip from my grasp. You will help me, whether by duty, by fear, or by force. His gaze sweeps over you. He looks to Dante. You're Tremere. You are here in place of Juliet Darmond, who's been attacked. If Hale is still alive, you will find him. If your sorcery is so great, then prove it. He turns to Salvatore. You skulk in the shadows, whispering secrets. Tell me, how did the Nosferatu not see this coming? Either you were blind, or you were complicit. And he turns to Ulfred. I've tolerated you, my city, because you're a warrior. If you still have the stomach for war, then stand at my side. He looks at the three of you. What say you?
I'll find your seneschal. That's what I do. But
I'll assist him with this matter.
Sorry, Salvatore, go ahead.
No, I will put my ear to the ground and see what I can find out.
He turns to Ulfhild. I did not hear you.
If the prince so likes, I will help your friend in his recovery efforts.
He looks to Miranda Crowley. She says, I'm deputizing these three to be of assistance to you. She nods her head. She tips her hat at you. She looks to the two Bruja enforcers leaning against the crates. She says, Jeff here will be coordinating on the ground looking for the Sabbat. If you can do anything to find Benedict Hale or their leader, we don't know his name. If you can find his leader, You'll be of great assistance to us. Bast is out there right now, but he's just looking blindly. So I'm not sure what exactly you can do to help, but let's hope you can.
Oh, is this the Mortal Sheriff, or is this the Elysium Sheriff?
This is the Elysium Sheriff. Yeah, not the Mortal Sheriff. There's no mortals here. Just Kindred.
Figured. I don't know if you've considered Prince. I am here on behalf of Juliette Darmond and the Tremere of Lake Blackwater. I'm wondering if perhaps you're aware how much of an influence our furry special friends living on Lake Blackwater are to perhaps this disruption in our local town. Tracing our local seismic activity to where our ley lines cross on this island that weren't on maps until they had to put them on maps. I go out there and find 3 people, well, 3 dogs, so to speak. One who made herself quite clear that she is anything but just a bitch. And says, beware the blood red moon. Excuse me. Beware the blood red moon. I can't speak right now. So, who killed the local law enforcement? Were they kindred or were they dogs?
Well, it happened during the day. It may have been dogs, but it's all too much at once. All of it is too much at once.
Oh, I agree.
It's bringing
Trust me, I've lived here for a while.
It's bringing down the FBI. It's going to bring down the ATF and many other alphabet organizations. And we don't need that, because then that means the Second Inquisition, and we really don't need that.
Kindred go to ground. It's kind of what we do. It's our survival instinct. If it comes to that, we can always do that, but I agree. I don't want the heat any more than you do. I've been doing everything in my powers to try to suss out, quell all of this nonsense. And I'll do my part. I'll find your hail.
I ambushed the gangrel the other night. I failed. He changes into a bat.
Where did you see him?
Near a bar.
Which bar? It was the Black... Do you want to say the Black Lantern? Because that's the Thin Blood bar.
Oh, yeah, that's the Thin Blood bar.
I don't know if you want to mention that, considering how pissed he is at the Thin Bloods.
Yeah, we're going to leave that out. It's like, oh, that's a Thin Blood bar. Wasn't an official bar. It was just kind of a gathering place.
I did get a chance to fill him in on what Juliet told me about the Thin Bloods being culled by the Prince because of the 2 defectors with the Sabat jerk and board shorts, right?
Sure.
Yeah. and Ryan presumably as well, who...
No one has seen Ryan.
Oh, just more good news.
Yep.
All the good news, all the time. All right. Maybe he's on the trail of his sire.
Could be on the trail of his sire. Absolutely. All right. So the prince turns on his heels, walks back to Cassandra, to the sheriff, and she looks at, he whispers to her. She nods a couple times, and he moves, and he begins to move. He turns, he looks at the coder, and he says, "I trust in your discretion and your ability."
You're right to. Good night.
He turns and he walks out a back door. The sheriff approaches. She takes her hat off. She kind of puts it over her chest like this. She's like, "Well, you 3 have found yourself in quite a particular situation."
Situations seem to find us, I guess, but...
So she looks to you. She says, what can you do?
We can continue to work on the gangrel. We need assistance tracking him down again. But if we could jump him, we could take him.
Retired. Remember how we found him last time? I can find him.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that, but she doesn't know that. So
I'm going to perform my ritual Illuminate Trail of Prey for, what is it? Is it Victor Hale?
For
Benedict Tail.
Benedict Tail.
The Seneschal.
Yep, who you are aware of. You know his face. So
yes.
So you may do it. Blood sorcery. Rituals. Illuminate the trail of prey. You are going to make your... Where's the roll? Intelligence plus blood potency. Blood sorcery test. Difficulty is level ritual +1, so 2 difficulty.
Okay.
I believe. Or is it 3 difficulty? It's 3 difficulty, sorry.
Yeah, it's a level 2.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, you received exactly 3 successes. You perform the ritual. Describe what you do.
I pull out a roll of white silk ribbon from my pocket, and I pull out exactly 6 inches and slice it. And I cut my palm for a little bit of blood, and I soak the silk in it, and then I light it at the bottom. And to me, a glowing trail appears, and I literally point. He is that way.
Make a rouse check to see if you lose blood or not. You do. So your hunger increases by 1. But you don't. But you don't add that to that roll. So you illuminate the trail of the prey, and it points west.
All right.
Board town.
Yeah.
Ulfild is gonna watch this all go down, and she's gonna kind of nod and go, "Oh, good, another blood witch."
Yeah.
We have our uses, as you'll find. Like I said, he's that way. In one piece or many, follow me. If you want to come, Sheriff, maybe you can be of assistance. I know we could have used you last time. And if our loyalty or integrity is of any question, let me prove it to you.
She nods. She says, "Call me when you found him.
Don't worry.
Don't move in on them unless you're attacked. Call us.
Don't worry.
And we'll move in. Only if you're attacked." She turns and she walks out, and you see her. She opens the door and steps into a big ram, a big dually Dodge Ram. She just jumps into the passenger seat and drives away. The 2 Bruhad follow behind her and jump in the back.
I muttered to myself, it's a good thing Ryan isn't here in that case. As far as don't attack unless you're attacked. Yeah. Mr. Magneto with the tool shed there.
Once she's gone, this is Ryan Sire's name is Silas.
Better than calling him Dick and board shorts, I guess.
But yes, I ran into him the other night, and shifting into bat form.
I figured he was flying away some way. I didn't know if he was growing wings or if he was a fairy. Figured it was one or the other. Yeah, I had my own little adventure the other night. Like I said, we've been hearing howls and feeling earthquakes, and so I followed a map of ley lines, and it led me to a mysterious little island with the fort on the lake. And 3 pooches came out, and it was brief but interesting, and I'm lucky I was able to escape with my own throat intact. So
you are indeed fortunate.
Sounds like none of us have been bored.
I'll interject here and let him know, like, that island has been occupied by the wolves for many years. It's best left alone.
I had no reason to go there before, and I was curious, so I guess my considered it one of my 9 lives lost.
Back out slowly.
So have we haven't had the pleasure, I guess. Ooh, Phil.
Apparently not. I'll offer my hand in a handshake and give him a slightly too aggressive handshake.
Now you're talking to an insurance adjuster here, so I'm usually the one applying the pressure in the handshake. Is it a battle of strength, that Zed?
Only if you want it to be.
A battle of wills for the handshake.
All right, what do I got? What do I got to roll to overpower his handshake? Said.
We both throw overly aggressive first handshake.
Strength plus intimidation.
Oh, where is it? Oh, jeez. I think Dante's hand's gonna be bruised.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah.
She's, as soon as you begin to squeeze, she squeezes back and just pumps your hand. And just
Nice to meet you indeed. Been asleep long?
Seems so.
How are you finding the modern world?
It is very busy here.
Indeed. Busier than I'd like, personally. I see.
Sorry, there's a cat climbing up my chair. What the hell's happening? Okay.
I see you've had no better introduction to our modern world than Mr. Classical himself here. I hope it hasn't delayed your allusion to our world too much.
Salvatore has been a good friend.
He can be. He definitely can be. All right, shall we then?
So,
Lead
the way.
all right, so you're following the
He
path.
shouldn't be
Okay.
that powerful. There's no way that he should be able to shift into the form of another animal. He's a thin blood.
The Sabbat?
Sabat. He's been diablerizing.
Well, I think that'd be evident. If he is indeed a thin blood, talk about thin blood
He was.
experimentation.
He was one. He's Ryan's sire, and Ryan is a thin blood. So, but since then, he has enhanced himself.
Is that how it works? Or is he just like a really low generation gangrel? So he made a thin blood.
Technically, he could have been a very high generation gangrel. 15th, 16th generation, and
Oh.
sire to true blood.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's what she's saying is late generation.
Late generation,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah. I said that backwards,
late
but
gen.
yes.
Absolutely.
I thought that was the assumption. I thought that's what that was. Is yeah.
Because now the generation's
Yeah,
going
and
to
that's what-
16.
Yeah, and that's what Salvatore's saying. It says if he's the sire of a thin blood, so he is just barely a step away from being a thin blood himself, couldn't have the ability to be shifting into other forms. That's a powerful ability.
Is that an animal kind of ability?
And it's a protean power.
Protean.
Level 5 though,
Level 4.
right? Level 4. Okay, I was gonna say that's pretty high level protean.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go based on that assumption.
Let's base that he's a lot stronger than he should be, most likely due to diablerie. Drinking other vampires, more potent blood unto death enhances your own blood. It's forbidden.
Maybe that's why he had his little crew, his little puppy club around him. Maybe they gang up on older vampires. All right, so we make our way to follow our trail. Let's figure this
How are you
one.
making your way over there?
You're driving.
I'm driving.
We're not.
Okay, so
Salvatore drove last time, and that did not work out well.
well, Ryan is as
It worked
far
out
as I'm aware,
fine. I just
Ryan's the only
almost
one with
hit
a
you
car.
man. Yeah.
Okay, I'll drive.
All right, and you're also
Let's take a lift.
And you're also
You're the
following-
modern. You're modern
You're
guy.
also occupied. You're following this way line in your mind while you're driving. It feels very much like GTA.
Yeah.
And the bear's driving. How can that be? Exactly. You're driving. It's the weather's not great. The roads are kind of icy. You're driving west, going left, going right through most of Lake Blackwater, just to keep following because there's lots of one-way roads. Eventually, you notice where the path is taking you, and it's taking you somewhere familiar. Back toward the Getaway Lodge.
Well then.
The Getaway Amusement Park and Water Lodge. It's taking you back there.
Okay. I pull over and call the sheriff. I'm not going to do it while driving.
All right. So
guess where they are. Just guess.
The Black Lantern.
No, I should not have even done this ritual. Wasted the silk and the blood. They're back in the lodge. I say they. I mean, maybe it's a real big coincidence that where we found this Sabat who flew away from us, and we now have my ritual leading directly to the Seneschal at the lodge. So feel free. Hop on over.
Go get confirmation on Hale for me.
Okay, so don't move in unless we're attacked.
Don't move in unless we're attacked, but get confirmation on Hale.
Okay. All right, so I turn the headlights off, and we make our way up, trying to maintain as much discretion on our way over to the lodge.
So you're sneaking in with the car, with the lights off. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm going. Wait, stop here.
It's very soft. It's a very safe car. We have seatbelts.
You just stop here. Let me out. I need to get away from this loud, noisy thing.
I will go with Salvatore.
All right, I'll make my own way. Before they get out, you two. Sheriff's, she's not even taking what I have to say seriously. She said we need to get confirmation before they make their way over here. So it's reconnaissance mode again, Salvatore. So I need you to go sight unseen and scope it out. See where our Seneschal is in there. I'll bring the car around. I'll try to keep it out of sight. I'll take it slow. Not to run into anything and make any loud crunching noises to draw attention. And if you want to back him up, Ulfeld, by all means. But let him take the quiet part.
If I remember correctly, this place had it's like a giant glass dome that looks into the thing, right?
That's the water park, yes.
Okay, I am going to look around for something high that I can climb and get a view on.
There are roller coasters.
There are roller coasters.
Fantastic.
All right.
I'm going to climb a roller coaster.
We've done this before.
Yeah, deja vu.
I'm gonna hang back in.
I have soaring leap, so I don't even think I need to make a roll for that.
No, you don't actually. So you see her just. She doesn't look left. She doesn't look right. She doesn't look to see if there's anybody watching. She just leaps into the sky like the Hulk and lands on the. But give me a dexterity plus athletics check. So I want to make sure you land on what you're looking for.
Absolutely. Dex plus athletics.
See, Dante's going to stay in the car. Do we have Ryan's ear communicators deals? But at least Salvatore and I.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you do? 3 successes, absolutely. You did fantastic. You land exactly where you wanted to land. And you have a great vantage point from up there. You can see the whole park. And you can see into the Wolf Lodge-like location, the glass dome of the water park. The lights are off. And you can't really see in the dark unless you use...
I was going to say, can I activate Eyes of the Beast?
I believe you need to make a rouse check. Let me double check. I could be wrong.
No roll. It says no roll.
Does it say rouse check?
I didn't put that in my notes on my sheet, of course. That would be too convenient.
Nope, it's free.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so you activate your Eyes of the Beast. Your eyes grow supernaturally red and giving you sight even in total absence of light. As you don't have heightened senses, but you can see in the dark. And you don't notice anyone in the water park itself.
Okay.
I will.
I'm gonna kind of motion to Salvatore that I'm gonna keep an eye out. Go ahead.
Do I see inside the park exactly where my trail is leading? Is it leading into the pool area? Is it leading through the pool area? Is it pointing into any other part of the lodge?
It's leading into the actual park.
Into the park?
Into the park,
oh.
Yes.
Okay. So, when Ufeld was looking for what she was looking for, was she looking into the lodge or was she looking into the park?
She was looking into the lodge.
Okay, so
Okay. So I think Salvatore technically tends to go next, but on my next turn, I'll make sure I cope out the park a little better.
Salvatore, are you walking to the park?
I am going to listen to what Dante says and just kind of give him a quirked eyebrow, and then I'll turn on my eyes of the beast as well, so I can see.
well,
what I'm going to do is let him drive around and then look and see who's watching the vehicle.
Smart.
Who's watching the vehicle and who's watching Ulfhild? Because I'm pretty sure this is a trap.
well, that's okay.
And the seneschal
We can be the
is
distraction. So you can say that to me if we have, if we have communication. It's like the trail is leading into the park. I can't see exactly where, but it's somewhere between the rides. And if they're watching us, they're not watching you.
Mm-hmm.
So go sight unseen, like I said. Do I get a general? I must have an idea of the park layout. I must have been in here before. Seeing is it near the log flumes? Is it near the
It's near one of the interior buildings.
Okay. So, yeah. So I try to describe it to Salvatore. It's like I don't know if Salvatore's been to the park.
There's a lot of stuff in the way. It's kind of hard to see exactly where it's going because you can't just because you can see the path. You can't.
Yeah, it could be pointing through something.
You can't see through things, so you're gonna have to maneuver around.
So I just tell him keep heading west, into the park.
Walking silently, keeping my noise down, keeping an eye out for anybody who is laying in wait.
At first glance, nothing seems amiss from the parking lot. It's completely empty, save for a few snow-covered employee cars. Snow-covered. Let me reiterate that. Snow-covered cars, yes. But subtle clues betray the presence of something unnaturally lurking in the dark. Salvatore, you notice a side service door is unlocked, but not forced.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh boot prints in the snow lead around to the back of the lodge, but the prints are inconsistent. Some human, others too deep and clawed.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I park just on the other side of one of the snow-covered cars, opposite of it from the park.
Okay. And what are you doing? Go ahead.
Oh! I was gonna say I was gonna track behind Salvatore where he went in.
All right. So you're tracking his footprint. You can't see him because he went unseen.
No, I know.
All right. So you're going through the park as well, leaving soft footprints, snow prints behind you, and unbroken snow. You notice the footprints that Salvatore noticed as well. Well, there's multiple sets of footprints through the park, and they all lead toward a building in the center, which is where your illuminate the trail leads as well.
Yeah.
Ufil, you see the two of them walking through the.
No, she sees one.
Oh, that's right. You see one of them. You see Dante stalking through the park. But all of you, as you're walking, all of a sudden the lights start coming on. Then you hear the lights. They blind you with your feral gaze. The sudden light blinds you suddenly. Oh, there's a cattail. Suddenly blinds you. And the music begins playing as some of the rides start up. As if someone flipped a switch and the electricity in the park was just turned on.
Okay.
I mean, I was already kind of trying to keep out of sight as it was, so I figured I'd be flush with a building one way or the other. I mean,
You're not the one standing on a roller coaster with red gleaming eyes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm just I don't really know what's going on. I've got I'm sure I'm a little shocked from the sudden burst of light. So yeah, I'm just kind of looking around trying to see if I can see any movement besides Dante. I'm assuming I can kind of see Salvatore's footprints, but not Salvatore himself.
I'm trying to use existing footprints, though it will probably mar them. It'll still be their footprints.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I've got an eye on Dante, and I'm just trying to see if I see any other movement.
And I'll vocalize Salvatore.
Give me a whiz plus... Oh, sorry, Salvatore. Keep going. I apologize.
Do you have more silk?
Yes, always. Don't worry about that. Who am I finding?
Find Silas. We've met him before. And he's close. He's the one we need to be able to locate. We know where the seneschal is.
Okay. All right. Remind me, who's Silas?
Silas is board shorts.
Board shorts guy. Yeah.
Oh, you just told me that. Forgive me.
I gotta let the cat out real quick. One second.
No worries.
Okay, so I press around. If I'm on one side of the building, if there is a building opposite of a light, I am trying to press on that.
You were pressed up against a hot dog vendor.
Okay, so I pull out my silk, slit, soak, and light it.
Intelligence plus blood sorcery, difficulty 3. Make a rouse check.
Okay. And I'm watching everybody moving towards Dante.
A rouse check first.
Rouse check first, yep.
Okay.
You lose another blood, so you have 2 hunger.
Hungry. All right. So that's going to be a do.
You did not get your 3 successes. Use the willpower. Reroll those fails.
All right. Give me a sec. So I reroll 3 of them?
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty.
There's your 3 successes. All right. So the Luminate shoots straight up into the air.
Well then. How did you know he was close? That close? Can I use weight of the feather and jump?
No, because your strength is proportional to your weight in this. That's actually an example in the book. Can I jump like the Hulk?
But it's weight of the feather, so I can only use it to descend. I can't use it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got it. I got it.
It's featherfall. Yeah, it's featherfall.
So I'd be like a balloon going poof.
Exactly. Ulfield, I want you to make a dexterity plus athletics check to dodge the man-sized thing that's come flying down from the sky in your direction, straight at you with fists. Oh my goodness. So you got a crit, so let's see if he can manage to hit you.
Nice. Wow,
no, he got a lot of successes too, but you did better. You did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and he got 5. All right, so you managed to dodge out as he comes flying towards you out of the sky, landing just behind you, coming to a skid, and he almost falls off the edge of the roller coaster, and he's on his knees, and he's ready to come at you.
Hey, Pete.
What do you do?
Up, Pete. Dive at him.
yeah. I think I'm gonna grab my axe and I'm gonna take a swing at him. I think I'm gonna go for a aimed shot and just go for the neck.
All right. Well,
don't miss.
While you're doing that, he's gonna try to push you off the top of the roller coaster.
Cool.
You said he's skidded. Is he in unsure footing?
No. He'll suffer a penalty for it. I'll give him a 2 dice penalty. Good call. So roll your strength plus your melee plus your axe bonus.
That was awful. I think I need to re-roll that.
You can just spend the willpower and you roll 3 of those dice.
Going to do that. All right.
That was abominable.
Right? Wow. Yeah. That shouldn't even have happened statistically.
Bluefield was dazed by the lights. Just suddenly coming out.
Terrible still. All right.
3 successes to his.
Oh, he critted.
He critted.
Yep.
But he got a messy crit, so that's not good. A messy crit is bad. It still goes off, but something bad happens to him. All right, let me figure
Take
out.
him with you?
Take you with
right?
You?
Yeah, if I'm going off, can I bring him down with me?
You catch him with your axe, blade first.
Right.
All right, he breaks the masquerade, howling, screams loudly, and just pushes you with all his might as you go flying off the top of the roller coaster. As you're falling, it feels like you're in slow motion. Do you have feather fall? I mean, do you have lightness of feather? All right, you land, hitting the ground, taking 5 superficial damage, cut in half because it's superficial for you. So it ends up being 2 as you land flat on your back. All right, Salvatore, you just saw her just fly off the top of the roller coaster, landing on her back. She landed in snow.
Halfway between me and halfway between her and Dante. I still want to keep an eye on Dante, but if Silas comes down like I'm hoping he will, I need to be ready to jump him.
Dante, what do you do?
He came down with her, right?
No, he did not.
No, he didn't.
He just gave her a shove.
Yeet.
Okay. I saw her come down. She's up there, right? I saw her
no,
down.
she's down here now.
Well, no, I saw that. Like, I'm assuming we saw
I took
this
the
happen.
quick route.
So I attempt to try to stay out of sight of him because he's still up there and try to come flank. You know, Salvatore, if you're going towards her, I'll meet you on the flank. This bastard isn't getting away from us this time. He has enough to answer for, let alone that.
All right, top of the round. You're out flat on your back. What are you doing, Nerdar? Because he's jumping off the top of this to try to land on you.
You can spend blood to heal your damage.
Yeah, how does that superficial? I'm not quite sure how the damage system works yet, so I'll have to figure that out as we go.
You
But
you have 2 superficial damage. If you make a rouse check, you can heal one of them.
Okay, sure, why not? Why not?
You gain some hunger, but you heal one of your damage.
Okay.
All right. Are you trying to get out of the way, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and jump backwards, and just keep my hand on my axe at this point, and wait for him to get down here.
All right, give me a Dex plus Athletics, as he is doing a Strength plus Athletics jump onto you.
Terrible.
Oh my goodness.
Terrible.
Spend willpower, reroll.
Yeah.
All right, that's
You only got
that's 2
3.
willpower now. How much willpower do you have total?
I have 4 at the beginning of the session, so I'll be down to 2.
Okay.
You only got to be a 3.
Okay.
That's
right.
bad.
Oh, so I want to stay at 2? Don't reroll?
No, you can reroll.
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay. Okay,
So you
I'm
only
doing
got
it.
1.
I rerolled 3 regulars, right? Okay, I got one more.
There you go.
All right, so you don't dodge out of the way as he comes crashing down on top of you. You take another superficial damage. You don't lose it, but he drives an elbow into your sternum as he lands on you from the top of the. That was a long drop. It was pretty impressive that he managed to land that. All right, retired level. Okay, so
Got him.
what are you gonna do, retired level Bravo?
This is what I've been waiting for. So now I'm gonna come up. Since he lands and ball him up. Goodbye.
Right.
So I got to do the ball up first.
So
he's going to be really strong.
Strength plus brawl.
So 4, Okay. Holy crap.
3
I'm
successes.
going to use a willpower
Okay.
to get the other 3. Oh, that was a waste. Why is it every time I roll freaking
All right.
it's like it's a waste.
You've got him balled up and you bite him. You do 2 aggravated damage and you can begin drinking if you want.
Yep.
All right.
Can I run up
And
and take
he
a
should
taste?
be frozen. He should be frozen.
No, he's not.
Wow, that's bad. All right, guys, hurry the fuck up. Hurry up.
All right, I'm going to take a bite myself. I'm going to come up from behind, grapple the other side of his neck.
All right,
with my face.
Strength plus brawl. He's at a -2 because he's grappled. He's trying to avoid getting grappled again.
Ooh, look at you.
Is that a messy crit?
It might be. It certainly is. You got a not a messy crit. You got a messy failure because you did not get enough successes.
My teeth fall out of my face.
No. You must okay. So you must act out a compulsion. Let's see let's see what compulsion you get. All right, I want you to roll a random D10.
Oh boy, here we go. Hold on to your
butts.
butts.
Got numbers on it. Okay, thank you.
I know what you mean.
7. Harm. Things turn ugly. The hunger compels the vampire to hurt and destroy, not to feed or to win, but for the sole sake of causing harm, reveling in pain of others. This compulsion often, but not always, means physical harm. It can also involve subtler types of damage, such as social or emotional. So all actions not immediately resulting in hurting someone suffer a -2 dice penalty. Which I guess is kind of cool in this situation.
I take out Ryan's knife and I drive it immediately into his back.
All right.
I'm on his back. I'm on his back.
Oh, okay, then into his gut.
Front. Yeah, his front.
We'll do that on
So
your
I
next
just
turn.
give him the
Yeah, I'm the baby. He's like a baby carrier kind of. We got a baby carrier kind of thing going
Does
on.
that resolve any of my hunger?
Once you bite him, you will. You didn't bite him though. You missed.
Oh, okay. So I bite my tongue, and that makes me really want to hurt
You
everything.
really want to hurt everybody.
You
Exactly.
bit your tongue. You're like motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Ufield. This is round 3. What do you want to do?
Well, I can't even see the fact that Salvatore has him grappled, right? Or is Salvatore visible to everybody
He's
now?
visible to
Okay.
everybody now,
Okay, good. I guess just like seeing that Salvatore's kind of got him grappled, I'm just gonna come up and just with the axe, just hit him as hard as I can in the chest.
And you're going for the chest? All right, strength plus melee plus your axe. And he's going to try to dodge, and he's at only 3 dice now.
Okay, let's see. And I have 1 hunger, I think. So 4. Come on, dice roll. Be nice to me tonight. Never.
All right. So
Nice.
he doesn't get a messy critical, so he's fine. All right, but he gets a messy crit, I believe. So he gets another stain, but it doesn't matter for him. All right. Okay, so that's the end of turn 3. You guys have him beat down. You guys are holding him down. How far are you draining him down, Salvatore?
I will keep draining him to get him to basically hamper him, so he can't heal, he can't do anything. So, because he can't do shit without blood. So,
Don't kill him. Don't kill him.
I'm not killing him. I won't kill him.
I'm not just saying that because I want to.
For thousands of years I lay dormant.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Welcome in.
All
What's
right,
up?
so you continue draining Silas until he stops moving, and he finally stops moving. He finally stops struggling.
All right. I call up the sheriff. Get here now. And I kick him in the stomach.
He kind of grunts, and do you drop him to the ground, retired?
I will take him to the ground, and I will reach out to Ulfield axe. Take that. I will place the butt of the handle over his heart, and use the potence, the one with the brutal, where it does lethal.
That only counts for against humans. Lethal body only counts against humans.
Oh, it doesn't make me.
No, it doesn't do aggravated damage against vampires.
No, I'm not trying to do aggravated. I'm just trying to drive the handle through his.
Make a rouse check to increase your strength.
Oh, okay.
Yes, make a rouse check to increase your strength by your blood potency is 1, so you can increase your strength by 2.
Yeah, my blood potency is. My potency's 2.
All right, so your blood potency is 2. It's still only by 2. So make a strength plus melee check. You need to get 5 successes. Thank you, everyone, for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the bits, everyone. I'm sorry I was in the middle of a
5
scene. Thank you for the sub.
5.
Dude, so generous.
He's getting his dice pool together, and he's trying to reverse curve stomp.
Stomp on the butt.
Do you want to re-roll those 2
I
dice?
I will use willpower to re-roll.
That's 2 willpower that you've used. So you need 2 more. You need 2 more successes.
How many dice are there?
2
to roll.
There's 2 dice to roll.
Nice. Yeah! Very nice.
Nice.
All right.
Yes.
As you pound the wooden axe handle through his chest into his heart, effectively staking Silas Gray. All right. Fantastic. You've taken him out. Now what do you do?
I roll off and just kind of like.
I still do not see Mr. Benedict.
He should be in there.
I guess I'm gonna head towards I'm gonna just head towards the building that he's gesturing to.
What are you doing with the body? While everyone's heading towards where he gestured.
I'll stash it in the trunk. Don't go in yet. Wait for the sheriff. She's coming.
Then we wait.
All right.
I'll put this jackass in the trunk. He shouldn't be going anywhere with a toothpick through his heart.
Let's stay
I'm gonna kind of scope out the building and see if I can see any movement.
I'm gonna stick with the gangrel.
Does Phil start crying to see her axe go away from her?
It actually wasn't her axe. She feels kind of bad that it's been used as a stake though, because she was planning on returning it to its owner.
Do you want me to break the head off for you?
No, that's all right.
All right, so you bring the body back to your van. You place it in. It's heavy. It's dead weight. What's your strength, Dante?
2.
2?
Athletics 3. Yeah.
You have to drag.
Does he need Oldfield's help to get it to the trunk?
You may need help getting the body to the trunk.
Okay. That's okay. I'm dragging it and I'm kicking it every other step.
Okay.
I am just drilling right into the right ass cheek over and over every other step.
All right. So you're dragging the body, leaving a trail mark all the way to the van. Gotcha. All right. Okay.
And then I move the car.
Silas.
I do donuts.
Not Silas. Salvatore, you're heading toward the building, correct?
No.
Hold on. Can I amend that real quick? Can I drag it to the car and then stash it under the car next to the car?
You have to dig the car out of the snow, but yes, you could do that.
All right. I clear a little and I kick him under. Just. All right. Now go ahead, Salvatore.
Mock Dar stealth haze. I am not going to let our quarry get away and know there's more people out here. So.
Okay.
All right. And
put your ear to the door.
Ulfield, what are you
doing?
Don't
go in.
I'm just kind of trying to scope out the building and, see if there's anything, if I can see anybody moving around inside or if there's anything happening.
The door to this building is ajar. It's an admin building in the amusement park. The lights are still on. The electricity's on. The rides are still going. The music is still playing. It is ajar.
Here's the door.
There's the door.
Here's the door.
It's ajar.
Okay. I would like to. I'm going to sneak through that door jar, and as I'm doing so, I'm going to activate feral weaponry, which I believe requires a rouse check.
It does require a rouse check. Indeed.
I'm glad I said not to go in.
All right, so you do not get hungry. You do not get hungrier if you're hungry at all. And you enter in. It's a kind of a storage building. You see boxes stacked up. There's lights on. Everything says Acme along the side. Acme flooring. Boxes stacked very high. You walk in. You don't notice anyone at first. You don't see anyone. You look left, you look right. Seems kind of empty. Give me a wits plus awareness check. All right, nope. You don't notice anything. As you walk through the door, everything seems copacetic. Everything is tense, though. You feel tense. You can smell the tension in the air. Do you go into the whole building, or do you stay at the door?
I'm going to stay near the door, and I don't know how loud is my soaring leap. Can I quietly kind of jump onto one of these tall piles of boxes so that I'm up high and can get kind of a vantage point on things?
I don't see why not. Give me a dexterity plus athletics check.
Fantastic. 3.
What's your total dice pool total? Because the difficulty is only 3.
Oh, 6. Yeah.
Take half.
Okay, taking half.
You take half. You leap up. You jump on top. You from the floor. You leap up 20 feet, and you land on top of a box. It shakes a little bit because you're on the top of the tower. You manage to steady yourself, and you're looking around. You see, when you look down, you can see into the center of the room, and you see a chair just sitting overturned, one leg broken, and rope on the ground. Rope and chain.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay in here and scope it out and see if any of the other guys follow me in. I'm assuming I don't see any other movement or anything yet.
You have not that you've noticed. Salvatore.
Waiting and watching.
Got a little lag.
Little lag?
Yeah.
Am I losing? I did not drop any frames, so mustn't have been me. Okay.
Might have been me. Mine that's been buggy all day.
All right. So I didn't catch that last part though, Salvatore.
He's waiting and watching.
Waiting and watching.
What's the situation as I'm making my way back? What's the situation, Salvatore? Are you inside? Did you guys wait for me?
I don't have an earpiece, so that's up to Salvatore to answer. Yeah.
You saw her go in.
All
Crickets and tumbleweeds.
Yeah, tumbleweeds. You got silent for a moment. Fantastic. All right. So after a period of time, a vehicle, the Ram pulls up, and Miranda Crowley rolls down her window, pulls the vehicle up next to you. She goes, "What's the situation?"
I pull this about out from underneath the vehicle and I say, well, here's one part of it. The other part is the Seneschal is still right there. And I'm not getting ears back from Salvatore. I told them to wait outside. I don't know much about our new Ufeld. But here's one part, and I kind of toss him on the ground.
She looks, good job. The two enforcers jump out of the back of the truck, and they just...
I'm walking.
One of them just takes his hand and just hoists the body up one-handed and just sort of launches it into the back of the vehicle.
Somebody might want that axe back if you got something else to stick in, plug up the hole.
They'll get it back. Maybe. It's like, there's no promises.
Can you at least break it off at the handle?
She snaps the head off the axe and just hands it to you.
It's
basically a cheap store-bought wooden axe. There's nothing real special to it, but maybe it's got some sentimental value. All right. So she said, well, where is Hale?
I checked my trail. Is it still in that same building?
You can only have one trail active at a time.
Oh, that's right. Excuse me. All right, I'll do I'll do my ritual then. Hold on a sec. I had to change targets. Things got complicated, as you can see. All right.
Make your
so
rouse
intelligence. Check. Oh, yep.
All right. You do
ready?
not gain any hunger. Nope, doesn't work.
Nope.
You spend a willpower if you want to re-roll 3 of those dice.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Look at me having spent 2 willpower as well. All right, 3 of them or 2 of them?
3 of them. Well, that was pointless. All right, so you did not get enough successes. You do not activate your illuminate the trail of the prey.
All right. So
she's looking at you expectantly, like, well,
what do you expect? I forgot
been a long night,
my
man.
father. Yeah, I got problems, and I kind of punch. I don't know the car. I punched the snow-covered car.
You punch the snow-covered car with your 2 strength. You kind of leave a dent in your knuckles. It hurts a little bit, but you don't dent the vehicle. It's cold. It stings a little bit. Ufild, what do? Are you still in there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still in there. I'm gonna jump down, and assuming I don't see anyone else, I'm going to jump down into the center of the room and kind of inspect the chair. And I'm assuming this is where they were keeping him. But is there anyone here now?
There's no one here now, but you may make another Wits plus awareness check.
Okay. Terrible.
You look around, you kind of like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction. You're looking around.
Hello?
Hello? You don't notice anything. We ain't found shit. Salvatore, you've come back to the vehicle. So what do you do?
No, I'm was heading once the truck got there and they started pulling out the guy. I'm not worried about that anymore. I was just making sure that Silas got handed off to the sheriff, and then at that point I was like, you got this, and I start heading towards the building where Benedict should be.
All right, so do you enter the building?
Walking in between. Yeah.
All right, as you enter the building, give me a Wits plus awareness check.
Oh boy.
Do you have aspect
that's a
or anything
6
like that?
It's a 6.
So you take half.
Okay.
Take half. You notice that across the first thing you notice the chair. The broken chair near where Ulfild is standing, she's looking around, looking a little confused. On the other end, you notice there's a door that's been opened. Mm-hmm. It's kind of hidden behind some boxes, but the door is open slightly.
I'll keep moving along through the room. Just come fulfilled. He's left, and it looks like he has a stake. Beware. He might not recognize us as a friendly. You start heading towards the door.
All right. As you head toward the door and you open the door, you notice snowmobile tracks, 2 sets of them, leading off in an opposite door, away from the park, onto the ice of the lake.
Dante.
What's the update? Yeah.
Yeah. Snowmobiles left across the lake. 2 of them.
What direction?
It looks across the lake.
Okay.
It looks like Delilah and Steve have taken Benedict with them.
All right. Looks like the Seneschal is across the lake on some snowmobiles. Bufeld and Salvatore are on the back exit of that building over there, and they're saying it's going right across the lake.
She looks to the 2 enforcers. She get back, get in the back. They jump in the back. She says, "All right, well, we'll give chase, but we'll chase them as long as we can. You guys get back to the warehouse. The prince will be waiting for you."
Good luck. Good speed.
Well, we could. Do you wish to go across the ice, or do I leave our quarry for another day?
Do you think we're going to be faster than them in that?
They're not going to go forever. They're probably going to the far side and stopping at some camp or cabin or something. They're not leaving the area.
Okay. Well, I can always try my ritual again if you want to get in our vehicle and make our own way around the lake. Or we were told to go back to the warehouse and wait for the prince. Do you really want to try his patience?
He'll be more tried if we don't succeed, or if they try to use Benedict as a bargaining chip.
All right. We were told to find him. Let's go.
So what do you think, daughter of Soren?
I think that maybe you and your friend should get back to his car and follow his witch trail, and I will follow the tracks across the lake.
Good.
Sounds like a good enough plan.
All right, everyone, as we are going to be switching scenes here, we're going to take our customary 10-minute break. Starting now, join us. We'll be back. We'll have our credits rolling, and we'll come back to the hunt for Benedict Hale. Thank you very much, and stretch. Give yourself some self-care. We'll be back in roughly 9 minutes, 30 seconds. Thank you very much, everybody.
On what Juliet told me about her little werewolf attack.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We're back. When we left off, Uthild was just getting ready to cross the lake on foot, while Salvatore and Dante Crow were going to try to find the snowmobile another way. All right, Uthild, as you step onto the ice, it's thick, it's slippery, it's ancient. But as you step on, roaring past you comes a very large vehicle, a conveyance, a four-wheel drive dually ram, 4 doors, packed with two men sitting in the back, hooting and hollering as they are driving and giving chase on the lake, looking like a bunch of rednecks.
Frickin' rednecks driving on the lake. I did not think they were going to drive on the lake. I thought they were going to go around. I knew they were going to
drive on the lake. I knew exactly what they were going to do. That's why I said, do you think we're going to get there faster than them?
I thought they were going around.
Would I recognize Miranda as the driver?
Yes.
Do I have the dexterity to jump on the back of that truck as it's swinging by?
You may try. With the dexterity plus athletics, you need 4 successes.
All right, let's see. 6, right?
I could almost take half on that.
No, not quite.
You spend the willpower if you want.
I don't think it's worth it, unfortunately. I'll just continue to follow on foot as fast as I can in the snow.
All right, you take a running start, and you attempt to jump. Well, you should actually, if you use your leap ability, you probably can.
Fair. Yep, I can do that. That doesn't take any rolls.
All right, but you're on the open ice, and you leap into the air.
If anything, she'll slide the distance.
I was gonna say I'm just gonna be sliding across the ice, but I've lived here for a long time. I'm used to the cold and the ice here. I'm up for it.
You managed to grab the back of the truck and hold on to it, and you can pull yourself in.
Hell yeah!
All right.
That's pretty metal.
Yeah, right.
All right, so now you're in this conveyance, driving very fast, kind of 4-wheel drive, not really fishtailing. Driving, I mean, just hauling ass. You two are circumnavigating, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't have a very good drive skill. Dante isn't good in the snow.
Give me a composure plus drive check.
I shouldn't have said anything.
I'd like to point out that while we're going across the ice, Ulfild is just hanging off the back, having a blast. She's just loving it.
Really?
This is
she's like a dog hanging their head out the window. She's stoked.
Well, she's been on like dog sleds, right? That's like the fastest she's ever gone.
This is speed I've never known. This is amazing. Yeah, exactly.
All right, as you're driving, Dante, you don't notice anyone. No one comes tearing off the ice in snowmobiles as you're driving a route around the lake. You lose sight of the lake every once in a while as you pass by, like a mansion or a house, tree line. You lose sight of the lake. Ulfil, while you're driving, you notice that there's shacks dotting the lake everywhere you go. Ice fishers. That's what. Well, you wouldn't even assume that. You wouldn't even know to assume that. But there's shacks on the ice, and you keep driving and driving and driving, and eventually you get to the other side of the lake, and you see two snowmobiles. No, you don't see the two snowmobiles. You see snowmobile tracks that just continue to go, and the truck begins following them. You two, as you're driving, you come circumnavigate the lake almost completely in the same direction that they were going. I need you another wits plus awareness check, Dante. Wits plus awareness this time, not conversion plus drive.
Yeah. It's not much better.
6 for me.
Oh, you got another compulsion, Dante, because you got a missy failure as you're driving. Do you want actually no. What's going to happen is you actually crash the vehicle while you're looking.
Okay.
So you're going to temporarily lose a dot of resources. Temporarily, as you have to repair your vehicle.
Okay.
All right. So, Salvatore, as you're looking, you notice just as he crashes into a tree and the airbags deploy, and everyone's fine, no one goes flying through the windshield, 2 snowmobiles come crashing out of the woods from the lakeside.
Trying to get out of the vehicle.
Give me a Dex plus athletics check.
I was going to say, I kicked the door out.
Death athletics that's a 7? So
Yeah, you're fine. You get out of the vehicle without any hesitation. Dante, what's yours?
I'm sorry, what was the roll?
Death athletics.
Dex athletics, right?
All right, yes, you could have taken half. You managed to extricate yourself from the wreckage as well. The vehicle's fucked. It's completely totaled. You're kind of the front end's wrapped around a tree. The only reason you did not go through the windshield is because even though you're a vampire, you're an insurance salesman, you knew enough to wear a seatbelt.
I always wear my seatbelt.
You always wear your seatbelt.
I always wear my seatbelt.
And the snowmobiles, yes, I do like to imagine that the snowmobiles jump over the roof of the car. Great interaction, Princess Brawhammer. I like it.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a good one.
Did I notice if there was an extra person on either of those snowmobiles?
No, because you were too busy crashing the vehicle. Dante, though, did.
That's right, true.
Dante did notice that one of the snowmobiles, there is a body flopped over between the driver and the steering column.
Serendipity or no, let's go. So, as soon as I kick the door off of the van out of frustration, we make chase.
You guys are running.
They can't keep going forever.
You're running through the
They can't go forever. Yeah.
All right. As you guys begin and start running, a truck pulls up. Do you want to ride? It's Miranda Crowley.
Yes.
I'm on the back going, hey guys. Hey guys.
All right. Hop in.
I'll jump into the back.
All right, so the 3 of you, there's 5 of you in the back now. It's getting a little crowded. Miranda Crowley's driving. She is whipping back through the road, and you notice that she's driving parallel. If you look out to the side, you can see the snowmobiles on the other side of the tree line, and they seem to be racing each other. Crowley whips it to the right and dodges between 2 trees, driving, at a breakneck speed, manages to get in front of one of the vehicles sideways so it T-bones her right in the middle. The truck, taking the full weight, actually is moved back 6 feet this way. As the driver of the snowmobile is launched off it. It's a woman wearing a parka, and she flips over the vehicle, landing on her feet on the other side, and just begins running. The 2 jackasses that were with you jump out of the vehicle and start giving chase. The other snowmobile just keeps ripping it, and they've got Benedict Hale still strapped to that one.
Okay, I'm slamming on the hood of the truck. Go. Like,
Go.
She has to start. She has to. The truck stalls. She's got to stop it. The damn Ford. She kicks it. It starts again, and she starts going. She starts giving chase. The two. You notice the two people are just beating down Delilah with no mercy. Yeah. They are just stomping her down into the snow right now.
It is a bad day for Delilah. Hey there, Delilah.
Win stupid prizes.
All right, so you're all giving chase. I'm going to give a very difficult drive check to Miranda real quick. Difficulty 4.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, she's fine.
Yeah, she's good.
My girl.
She's great. She dodges around the down tree. Let's see if the other guy, Steve, sees it. Steve actually manages to dodge out of the way of the tree as well, and they both come. They're almost neck and neck.
Can I make the jump?
I was going to say, is he close enough that I can soaring leap? Because
you can't. You guys can both make the jump. You need to make Dex plus Athletics check. Difficulty 4.
Dex Athletics is okay. So I got 7.
Oh. Go ahead. I was going to say, from within the van, can I cast Extinguish Vitae?
You
like specifically,
you can
in his head.
Let's see. I'll do.
I don't know if you want to re-roll.
What did I need? A difficulty 4?
Difficulty 4.
Okay.
You won't take any damage if you miss because you're going to land in snow.
I'll willpower that bad boy.
Right. I only have 1 willpower left, so unfortunately I'm just going to have to miss that. But do I need to roll to do soaring leap, or is that just to make sure I land on my target?
That's to make sure you land on your target.
I miss.
All right, Dante, Salvatore, you make the leap from the truck to the snowmobile. You land behind Steve.
Grab and hold.
Hold on, but there's one thing you notice about Steve is that there's a scent about him. Just a terrible, terrible scent. It's rough, and I'm going to tell you what the effects of that rough smell are in just 1 second.
Get us hail. Get hail off the snowmobile.
Hold on 1 second. Where'd it go?
He's the priority.
True, if you can just chuck him off the back, Oldfield's back there, she'll snatch him.
I see Salvatore like rearing back to sink his fangs into his neck, and it's just like, hold on, don't crash with hail and send him to his permadeath.
Never mind, I can't find what I'm looking for. I'm in the wrong book. All right, so what do you do? You're on the back of the snowmobile with Steve, and you have Benedict Hale just in front of him.
What do I need to do to grapple and throw him off?
Strength plus brawl.
Strength plus ball.
And he's going to try to make a drive plus a composure plus drive check to try to knock you off. So whoever gets the most successes on this.
Or let's see. I've got a specialty in grappling.
That you get to add that.
So that's 1?
Yep.
Okay, so 5. 5. Where'd the dice thing go? Oh, I think I closed it. God dang it.
Do you need another copy?
No, I got it.
All right. Three successes for you. Oh, I rolled it, hit it. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, he doesn't get a critical, but he doesn't get a messy critical either. But he does get more successes than you, and
this is why I make a high willpower character.
Nice.
So yeah. on, mofo.
All right, you tied him, so he does not. You try to grapple him and throw him. You cannot throw him, but his maneuver does not take you off the snowmobile. Yep, you guys are
zero.
You guys are 0 equal. Exactly.
Yep.
Ulfield. Oh, Dante, what did you want to try to do? Extinguish Vitae?
Yeah, I'm not jumping after them. I mean, Salvatore, get us Hale. Get him off the snowmobile. You can
He's
drink
in
later.
front of him. I can't get to him.
I thought he was behind him.
If he was behind him, I would have yeeted him off.
Okay,
but he's not. He's in front of him.
Make your rouse check there, Dante.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to extinguish Vitae him. That's pretty much all I can do right now.
That's your rouse check.
Yep. All right.
Intelligence plus blood potency versus stamina plus composure.
Oh my.
So 4 successes?
Yep.
That's terrible. Oh.
Versus 3 successes.
All right, so you the user rolls a contest of intelligence plus blood sorcery versus stamina plus composure. It targets the line of sight, which he is, for a turn and gesturing subtly. A win increases the target's hunger by 1, while a critical win increases it by 2. So you just increased his hunger by 1.
That's all I did.
That's all you did. But hey, it's an annoyance. Ulfield, you may attempt to make that jump again if you want.
Yeah.
Dexterity plus athletics, difficulty 4.
Yes.
It smells like
That should make some sort of superficial damage.
Oh, nice.
Dude, nice. Very nice.
Right, you leap and you land on the front of the snowmobile.
Can I activate feral weaponry?
You may.
It's like
It doesn't smell like wet dog.
All right, I am going to swipe at Steve the driver. I've never met Steve, so I'm
He's
just
a crackhead.
assuming.
You can swipe at will.
Okay, I'm gonna swipe at Steve the driver with my claws.
All right. So make your strength plus brawl.
Do you have a specialization?
And then
I don't think
okay,
she has
that just adds 2 to damage if I get that. It doesn't
that's
add
2 to
anything to my
damage,
roll.
yeah.
Okay.
So 3 successes. All right, and he's
Are these claws?
Yes. He's gonna. They don't do ag anymore.
What?
They stopped doing ag.
That's kind of weird.
They moved into level 2. They do ag against mortals. They do ag against mortals. 1, 2, 3.
Wow, that really changes things.
Yeah, right.
That was kind of a big deal.
That was a big deal. Okay, so you missed with your claws. As he managed to dodge out of the way, but you do not fall off the.
He's grappled still.
I subtracted 2 from his dice pool.
Doggone it, he is fucking Burl.
I'm just rolling terribly tonight too. The dice are not liking me.
All right, so
Dante's like, get us Hale.
he's going to try to make the same maneuver again to shake you off him, Salvatore, and you're going to try to drink him, I suppose.
I'm going to try to do the same thing.
All right.
Go. One.
Where is Victor? Is Victor Hale between him and Steve in the controls, or is he behind Steve? Is he between Steve and Salvatore?
He's between Steve and the control, so he's actually technically between Ulfield and Steve.
I'm like my head out the window, like dodging trees, like toss Hale. Miranda's like just like fucking stone faced, like they better not kill him.
Not my fault. Your character's mom. Oh my god.
Sweet Jesus. Wow. I think, okay, so that puts me at what?
Wow, even again.
Hold on. So it was 6, 5, 4, 3. That brings me down to. All right, I could do this one more time, but that's pretty much it. If I need to use my,
You're fine.
he's coming off.
All right. As you lift and you yank him backwards and you pull him off the snowmobile, basically, yes, German suplexing him off a moving snowmobile. As it loses control, you come off with him, Retired Level Bravo, and he takes 3 superficial damage while he hits the snow. You don't take any damage as you duck and roll with it. What do you do, Ulfield?
I'm gonna grab a hold of Benedict and just kind of like tuck and roll with him as best I can.
All right.
I'm jumping off. Like I don't know how to drive this thing.
He's chained.
Okay.
So he's not tied with rope. He's actually chained. He's active. There's no stake in his chest.
Okay.
So he's like, and he looks at you and goes, "If you please." And that's all he says.
Am I strong enough to just literally yank those chains apart?
No, you're not.
Okay, exactly. I want to get him off the moving vehicle, and then I'll deal with unwrapping him.
Right.
Yeah, you can almost like grab him and just step off as it keeps
Yeah,
going.
exactly.
Are you jumping to the truck, or are you just stepping off the vehicle?
Well, I know Salvatore just tumbled off with the guy, so I'm gonna kind of stay in his direction. I'm not gonna go towards the truck.
Okay. Salvatore, you knock Steve off. You lose grip of him when you do though, and you both roll in. You both roll to your feet. You notice he reaches because he's not wearing just board shorts and flip flops anymore. He's wearing pants and a coat, and he reaches into his coat and he pulls out a sawed off.
Oh shit!
And it's really sawed off. It's a very short. The stock's been cut.
It's a super shorty. You got you got a little bit of red, like 5 millimeters of red from the shell sticking out.
Exactly.
All right.
What are you doing?
Can I jump out at him as Miranda comes up because we were right behind them, right?
Exactly. You guys kept going with the snowmobile. They're behind you guys now. Miranda's going to stop to pick up Benedict, so you can get out of the vehicle.
But I mean, like, we saw them come off. Like, we were right behind them as that happened, right?
She didn't stop. You can jump out if you want, though.
Okay, I'll jump out, and I was kind of hoping to tackle him before he got the drop with the Saudi. But...
well, you guys, before you jumped out, they still tumbled back. And he came down.
I got you. We passed them.
You passed them, yep.
Okay. All right, so I jump out with Ufeld. You know, we meet up as Miranda skids alongside them or whatever to pick up Benedict. And come on, let's go.
Are they close enough that I could use my soaring leap maneuver to literally just jump into that guy and knock him over?
You can attempt to. You can make a strength plus athletics check.
I toss her the axe head. Here.
Kind of looking like, what good is this?
Sentimental value?
Hey, what's up, Don?
Let's see. So that should be 7, I think. Strength plus athletics.
Strength plus athletics, yep.
Okay.
And he is a disciplined soldier. He is waiting until you are, as he sees you leaping toward him, he waits until you're as close as possible before pulling the trigger on the shotgun.
Of course.
Because he has to, because it's only 12 inches long. Not even.
I think I'm going to have to spend my last willpower to re-roll some there, because that was terrible.
You don't want to do that, because then you'll be at a -2 to all actions.
Okay.
I'm going to, can I activate celerity and tackle him as he shifts?
You can take. You might take the shot because he's shooting at the same time you guys are. So you might, if you get in the way, you might take the shot and get in her way. So we got to resolve theirs first, then yours.
Okay.
Yep.
I was gonna say because I didn't get much of an action. Can I throw Ryan's knife at him?
Yes, you can. So what we got to resolve in order. So everyone, tell me your action. We know everyone's action. You're throwing the dagger. He's shooting at Ulfield. Salvatore's
celerity, go fast. Dive and grab the guy.
Yep. All right. This guy with the gun always gets to go first in initiative in Storyteller 5th. So that means Ulfield. We'll resolve first with Ulfield because he's the one that's. So you make your strength plus dexterity, your strength plus athletics check versus his dexterity, composure plus firearms, which is 3 and 3. He's not trying to dodge anybody, so he's going to take the full blunt of anything that comes his way. You got 2 successes, Nerded Art, right?
Yep.
All right. So as you leap in, you hear a loud just boom as
a flash
and a flash that you haven't seen before. You're gonna take 4 damage, four superficial, so it'll be cut down to 2 as you get shot out of the air. And it's the first time you've ever been shot. It actually hurts quite a bit, even for a vampire. It's still like, what the fuck?
I think that technically knocks me out, right? Because my health is only at 5.
How much damage you healed, didn't you?
Yeah.
I guess I healed 1, but I think that still puts me at 5 damage.
No, but
I even reminded you to do that.
No, you took 4.
Yeah.
You took 4, but you take half.
Oh, okay.
You cut it in half because it's superficial.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
Because it's superficial, yeah. If it had been Dragon Breath rounds, you'd been in a whole different.
Remember, you can spend willpower to heal.
No, you make a rouse check. Rouse check.
Oh,
rouse
that's
check,
right. That's
yeah.
a rouse check. Excuse me,
Rouse
hunger.
check, yep.
I will do that next time, yes.
All right, Salvatore, make your roll. Oh, Nerdwire!
Nerdwire!
Nerdwire.
What's up, Nerdwire and crew?
All right, so Dex Brawl, Dex Athletics,
Strength Brawl.
Strength Brawl.
Strength Brawl, because
Okay.
you have Potence active, correct?
No, I've got Celerity active.
Use Dexterity then. Dexterity Brawl.
All right, so that's 6, 7. Rapid reflexes does that give us
lets you add a dodge modifier to your when you're attacked by guns. Whatever doesn't really apply to this. Yep.
Doesn't apply to this. So okay, so that's still 7.
All right, you grab onto him.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. The dice hate 11 Bravo tonight. All right, but
I don't
he's
care.
not trying to dodge because he was too busy putting everything into shooting Ulfield. That he just takes the you grab him and you don't bite into him yet because you just grab him. Dante,
I'm just trying to get him grabbed up and
Dante, you're throwing a knife.
wrap my legs around.
Yeah.
All right, so it's going to be Dex plus melee.
Alrighty. What the hell is melee? Dex and...
I am not a warrior.
There it is. Okay.
Very soon you will be.
Damn.
All right, so Dante pulls a dagger out, leans back, and just goes to throw it, and kind of lets it go back here.
Yeah.
It flies backwards.
I've been meaning to work on that one. I just punched the ice.
All right, the driver's side door of the truck kicks open, and 2 cowboy boots crunch the ice. You see a cigarette fall down, and one of them steps on it. And Miranda Crowley steps out, and nonchalantly walks around the truck while you guys are struggling. Nerded Art, what do you do?
I'm just kind of laying in the snow right now. Like, what the hell was that? But I'm gonna try and get to my feet as quick as I can so that I can give Salvatore some assistance.
Heal yourself.
Make a rouse
check.
Yeah, make a rouse check to heal yourself.
Yes.
Dante's gonna fish his knife out and
your hunger grows.
and get a sample.
3.
3. Okay. Uh-oh. All right, Salvatore. What else are you doing? Anything other than that? Nerd, are you attacking?
If he doesn't have a good hold on him, if I kind of see Miranda coming out of the corner of my eye, like I'm gonna help him hold this guy down. But at this point, the sheriff's here. You take care of this nonsense.
Strength plus brawl.
Strength plus brawl. Strength plus brawl.
Yep. To join in on this grapple to hold him down.
Miranda, before you take him, let me get a sample of that blood.
I mean, it's right there. Could have a little sip. Could sate some of that hunger that you've got.
Miranda, what do you do, Dante? Now that you've tried to throw the knife, you failed.
I picked it up from behind me. Thankful I didn't have to fish it out of the snow too far away. And I take a little file out of my jacket, and I walk up to him and I give him a little slit and collect some of that, because who knows, maybe it'll be useful later.
Unlike normal vampires, he does bleed.
Because he's thin blood, exactly.
He's thin blood, yep. All right, so you collect a vial of his thin blood to experiment on, you thin blood experimenter.
Well, I don't want to appear suspicious or anything, but, all blood has its use. Maybe I'll get thirsty later.
We're totally not doing thin blood experimentation.
Miranda walks around the truck. She takes her hat. She's got her hat on, her cowboy hat on. She's got her jacket with her fluffy wool frill, and she's carrying a baseball bat. She takes the baseball bat. She swings, not even caring that you two are holding on to her, and just clobbers the guy in the skull. I mean, just smashes him, breaks the bat. And he just drops to the ground completely unconscious.
Never seen that way of extracting information, but I guess if you want to pick out the pieces of skull.
Any questions, she says?
I'm going to roll off and just kind of push this guy off.
See, I would have thought that you would have had a few questions. I guess we're going to save that for Stickly there in the back of the truck.
He'll live.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, he's a.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying.
He'll survive.
It won't be pleasant when he comes to, but I guess he'll be willing to talk, hopefully. But I was thinking maybe, one of these guys might be a little, maybe looser lips.
The two enforcers.
Some people can be.
Two enforcers come back. One of them dragging Delilah by the ankle through the snow.
What's left of Delilah?
Just walks up and just sort of effortlessly lifts her by the ankle over his shoulder into the bed of the truck with Silas.
Hey there, Delilah.
Miranda does the same with Steve. She goes, "Do you need a ride back?"
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Be better than walking.
Indeed.
If you're wounded, they have blood. They won't need it much longer. Not where they're going.
Do I suffer penalties if I drink from a thin blood because I'm a farmer or anything like that?
You've never. You can feed from vampires just fine.
Okay. I slake my thirst. Steve's not going to need it. I've got 2 hunger, so I'll take off 1.
Okay.
I've got none. I'm actually super flush.
I'm at hunger 3, and Ulfhild's a little weirded out by the idea of drinking from another vampire, but she sees Dante doing it, and she's kind of like, I guess this is
2
okay.
Here. You can kind of spread it out a little bit.
Exactly. I'm at a hunger 3, so I don't know if I can do anything about that. I don't want to kill anybody.
Dante, who do you feed from? Which one do you feed from?
What's her name?
Steve or Delilah?
Delilah. I keep calling her the teenager. But yeah, the thought of drinking from Steve kind of repulses me.
All right, you drink from Delilah, and it's a very unsatisfying meal. It doesn't have any of the potency you would expect from a vampire to have, but it still tastes dead, like it's dead human blood. You still get the nourishment, but it's just not. It doesn't have a good resonance. It's kind of
I spit the taste out of my mouth.
But you can it's thin blood fill. Who do you feed from, Nerded Art?
I suppose I'll feed from Steve. I do have Bloodhound, which is unfortunate. I do not enjoy the smell of this at all, I'm sure. But I have Iron Gullet, so I don't know if that helps me me keep it down.
It does help. There's no difficulty in keeping it down. It's just not a very animal blood is more satisfying than thin blood.
Definitely. Now, is it because they're thin blood? Now, you said something about a peculiar smell. Was that because they've been Diablo-rising along with Silas?
No,
or
it's because he used a formula, and I can't remember the mechanics on the formula. It's called reek, and you smell bad. They do something where it gives negatives to people around them. But I forgot the mechanics, so I don't give a shit.
Haggard, that's terrible. Vampire human centipede.
They created. Someone has their sound coming through their mic. Who's that? Who's not wearing headphones? Everyone's wearing headphones.
Should
it's
be
not
good.
the stream together thing, is it?
Everyone on Stream Together. This is the first we're hearing about it. Everyone have their sound turned off on Stream Together.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Weird. Do you have me in alert tab? Maybe you got me in alert tab. I heard an echo too. Okay, weird. No problem. I don't know why we're hearing echoes. Everyone's wearing headphones. All right.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
All right, so you drive back. Miranda drives, picks up everybody off the side of the road. Everyone's in the truck or in the back of the truck, and she drives back to the warehouse. You see the prince's vehicle is there. As you enter the warehouse again, he's waiting. There are 3 chairs set up, and Miranda and the goons place the bodies in the chairs. They chain them to the ground. Is someone watching it in the background? I'm not watching it in the background.
My speakers are off.
Mine are off too.
I unfortunately know nothing about the way that Alex sets up the audio on this, but I don't think I have anything coming through.
Oh, weird. I'm going to have to listen to the VOD and then freak out.
Now, oh yeah, and your mic is off in Discord too. You're going through his. Who knows?
Okay, so the goons and Miranda place the. It's me.
At least the mystery is solved. That's the important part. You'd be driving yourself crazy for the rest of the night trying to figure out what it was.
Man, I think it's
God is blameless.
Actually, I thought it was me, but my phone was actually off. It wasn't playing, but we'll see. All right. So now the volume's completely down on that. They place the bodies on in the chairs, and then they pull out chains and they chain the bodies together. Eventually, the prince steps forward. He steps out of an office, and he is wearing the see-through, the clear plastic suit over his suit again. He's wearing the rain suit over his suit.
Oh, good. It's the murder cloak.
The Jason Bateman raincoat.
Yes, the Bateman coat. And he's finishes button up the sleeve. He fixes. He makes sure everything is completely meticulously covered. He's wearing a hairnet, like a shower cap over his hair. And he approaches Silas's body, which is staked, and he reaches a hand forward and he yanks the axe handle out of his chest. And Silas,
as he does that, I literally have like a physical reaction.
Silas comes to consciousness. Woo! He gives his best Ric Flair impression. What a rush! The prince, not looking amused, waits for him to finish his grandstanding. And he goes, your time is over. He says to the Sabbat member, I've only pulled the stake to give you a moment so I could hear your bleeding. You're bleeding and your impotent posturing. Because believe it or not, I'm interested in hearing what you have to say before I destroy you. The other 2 have not woken up yet. They are both very unconscious. Delilah looks like she's just been beat to all hell. Face bruised and just almost unrecognizable. Most kindred don't look like this when they've been beaten. Thin Bloods do. Steve has his head has not even reformed completely yet. It's still caved in the middle. His nose is pushed into it all the way deep into his skull. his jaws kind of jutting out, and his teeth are just broken and splayed. Silas looks to his left, and he looks to his right as he's between them, and he goes, "Oh, look what you did to them. They're just babies. They're just boys and girls. What'd you do?" And the prince stops. He looks to Miranda. He goes, "Thank you." And she goes, "Don't worry about it. This was easy." Clearly taking all the credit. Do you have anything?
Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to say besides "damn"?
And I said, "Bitch."
Yeah, it's easy after we did the hard part. It's a shame Ryan couldn't be here to see, what's going to happen next. At least get his questions in, but his loss.
The prince turns to you. "Speaking of your thin blood friend, where is he?"
You tell him, I wish I could tell you. I've been trying to get a hold of him. He owes me a favor.
Seems to only be when I'm talking. Hold on.
I thought I was hearing your stream because I have it turned all the way down, but
My stream's not running. Is that better, Haggard? Tell me if that's better. It's not every time, though? Weird. I don't know what it is. I thought maybe it's because you got rated in from Nerdwire, but no, that was down all the way. Interesting. All right, so the prince looks to Salvatore, and he notices...
It was, unfortunately, a lot more difficult than anticipated. But between the three of us, we were able to capture Silas and the others. But at least your sheriff got the final shot on the crackhead Crowley.
The prince stops.
No.
The prince.
Steve.
The prince stops and says, "Who's Silas?"
This maggot.
the gangrel.
The Sabat is Silas.
It's an interesting fact I wasn't aware of that you knew beforehand.
There's lots of facts I know that you don't know.
Indeed. Silas, you are hereby sentenced to destruction, as well as your thin-blooded compatriots. But I want the rest of the witnesses to understand. The thin blood are on thin ice. Any more infractions from a single one of them will result in all of their destructions.
You might want to tell those you know.
With that, the prince goes behind a box and he comes back out with an axe, the same axe he had at his place. He walks over, does a little shimmy dance. No, I'm just kidding.
Stuck in the middle with you.
He walks to Silas first, and he says, "I'm going to let you watch your friends die first." And it's do you guys wish to sit? Are you guys sticking around for this, or are because Miranda and Crowley is leaving, and so are the thugs?
Nah, I'm gonna turn and exit.
I'm gonna exit. I don't need to see this.
So, I'm still curious on how this whole plays into the whole thin blood experimentation conspiracy and all that BS, and how this cookbook fell into the hands of the police and what he has to do with it. But I just personally don't know the questions to ask for that. Well, it's tied into it somehow because the disappearance of these two,
Actually, Salvatore knows how they're tied. You learned how they were kind of tied in from Ashland.
Where does that conspiracy come from?
I told you that it was an assumption. Yeah, we've already covered that. We indicated, we told you this as they were just missing two people. They assumed it was experimentation. The only experimentation has been noted in a book that the police ended up with which has nothing to do with these guys whatsoever.
Okay, it's just mutual speculation.
The diary that was found is somebody fucking with the Tremere, but it has nothing to do with these guys.
Okay, it's a coincidence. Okay. Dante wants to watch.
Dante wants to watch. All right, so Salvatore and Ulfhild leave. Dante decides with his humanity 8, he's going to continue watching.
Because of his part as the Tremere representing in Lake Blackwater.
Fantastic.
He's here on the behalf of Juliet. He needs to report back to her that he witnesses.
The prince slowly draws it out. He beheads the first one with the axe by kind of tipping them over in the chair and putting their backs to the ground and swinging it down straight into the concrete. First he takes Delilah's head, then he takes Steve's head, and then Silas begins spitting curses. But he doesn't seem to care. He just sort of takes his foot, kicks him over, and takes his head as well. Very nonchalantly, just very methodically. He doesn't say much about it. He doesn't say anything at all when he does it. When he's done, he offers you the axe. He hands the axe to you, and he collects the heads before they disintegrate, and he walks away with them.
I snap a picture with my phone as he walks away with the heads in his hand. Yeah.
Do you really do that?
No, please, God, no.
But I do take a picture. I do take a picture of him walking away with the heads, just for posterity.
All right, nutcase.
and then I turn around and some evidence there on that burner phone. But then I turn around and I follow the other two out the way they went.
All right.
Prince doesn't say anything on his way out.
No, he doesn't say a word to you.
All right, everything that's needed to have been said has been said with an axe. All right.
Yeah.
I walk out next to Ulfhild and Salvatore, and I just hold the axe out to Ulfhild.
I'm kind of like, nah, I'm good, thanks.
All right, I drop it.
All right.
Yeah, we'll take it and put it up on a shelf somewhere. It'll be fine.
It stinks.
Once it's been cleaned. It's clean. Well, it needs to be cleaned.
Miranda's left you.
Of course she has. I ordered a lift.
An Uber.
You don't call an Uber, you fossil.
What is this Uber?
It's a driver for us. We pay them. So I order a lift.
All right. So you order a lift. Where does it take you?
You guys want Denny's? It's 3 a.m.
It's about 3 a.m.
Oh, no. Somewhere where we can interact with the tunnel network and
is there any salon tonight anywhere?
Yes, there is a salon tonight. Eleanor Blackthorne.
Really?
Yes. Eleanor Blackthorne is holding a weekly Monday night salon until everything is cleared up. She held one last week as well.
Yeah, that went swimmingly.
Dante, you specifically would have an invitation as you are filling in for Juliet as representative for the Clan Tremere currently.
Okay, I'll dust myself off and I'll go. But if these two want to go anywhere else, I can send the lift wherever they want to go. Unless they want to join me.
Back to the salon with those harpies.
I do not wish to go to the home of this strange one again.
Oh, good.
Okay. Where do you want to go?
Zed, how much hunger was I able to stave off feasting on good old Steve?
Depending on how much you took from him, you could have taken up to 3. You could have gone to 3 if you wanted.
Okay, yeah, I had 3 hunger, so if I'm not hungry, I guess I'm just gonna go somewhere to try and heal up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we'll close off the night here, and when we'll pick up in just a few minutes. Why don't we take a quick 3-minute Stretch your legs real quick, because it's a good point to just to do that. I just had ads. I know, guys. I'm going to stay here, but I'm going to let these guys go take it. You guys, we can do some question and answering. You guys go stretch your legs. Take 3.
Perfect.
Cool.
All right, chat. Let's talk for a minute. Well, you guys enjoying the stream so far? You enjoying the game? They did find Benedict. Oh, I forgot to have Benedict at the warehouse. Totally forgot about Benedict. What's everyone's...
He's healing up somewhere, right?
Yeah. If you will.
Inside. If you will.
If you will. You guys having fun so far?
Yeah, we're doing good.
Yeah, it's great.
Good, excellent. The pace is a little quick tonight.
It is, which is
but we got a lot done.
Breakneck speeds this time.
I felt like wrapping up the Sabat plot. Get you guys back on track and doing other stuff. So I hope you guys are enjoying it.
No, it's good. There's one less thing that we could take off of the list of problems.
I was gonna say I had just made my little tree, and I just had to cross all 3 of them off of it because they're dead now.
Delilah and Silas.
Y'all did a good job capturing them.
Thank you. That was fun. It was yeah.
All right. Let me go through my notes real quick. All right, so chat.
Excuse me.
What kind of interactions do you think we should add for vampire? We have plenty for werewolf, but what kind of stuff do you want to see for vampire? Not stuff that makes them hungrier or gets rid of their hunger or anything like that. I'm looking for real interactions that you guys could have with chat. What would you like to do? Well, how would you like to be able to influence my game? And man, it's hot down here.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's none, that's okay. If I'm talking to Ethan, that's fine as well. All right, welcome back, Keywork Savior. All right, so Delilah, Steve, and Silas are no more. What would you like to do? I have ideas, but where would you guys like to gather? How would you like to gather together on Tuesday night? We sleep through Monday. We sleep the sleep of the ages. We have a wonderful sleep. The Sabbat is supposedly no more. You can feel comfortable in noting that you were responsible for doing it, even though Miranda Crowley tried to take all the credit.
Am I able to heal up any health or willpower during this time?
Willpower, you guys can heal. Give me a resolve. Everybody, you can heal your resolve. I'm going to let you get your resolve back. Resolve or composure back. Whichever's higher. Because we're going to count it like a session.
I've got a resolve of 3.
So that brings me back up.
Let's say I have a composure of 2, so I'll get my 2 back.
All right. So, Salvatore, you receive a phone call on your burner shortly after you awaken. And you notice you have a couple messages from when you were sleeping. Someone was urgently trying to get you during the daytime.
Good luck.
It's Ashlyn Graves' number, the so-called leader of the Thin Blood Collective.
Yeah. I will. Let's say. With the burner, says, we'll meet you at the usual place soon.
All right, to confirm, you mean the Black Lantern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It's pretty presumable that I crashed on Salvatore's floor again, so if you believe you'll need my assistance, I will come with you.
Yep. We've got it's softer with you use these hefty bags. These are clothes. That's where you just kind of smush them down and.
She slept in a cave for 400 years. She can get comfortable in a lot of spots, I'm sure.
The Thin Bloods have questions. So, I'm going to... Oh, excuse me. I'm going to meet with them at their tavern. Give them the news.
I will go with you.
That would be appreciated. That would probably prevent them from doing something stupid.
Do I need to roll some rouse checks to heal my superficial damage from our last battle?
Just one rouse check to heal your last damage.
Fantastic.
Oh, you had more than one damage. That's right. You had
I had
significant damage. That's right.
I had 3.
Yep.
So I heal 1, right? So now I'm down to 2.
Yep.
Oh wait, you used a blood crossing the lake. You had saved you had 2, saved 1, so that left 1, and then you did 2 more. You've healed another one. So you should be down to 1.
Next time we play, I'll have I'll have finally made what I keep saying I'm going to make: health trackers and willpower trackers, so you won't have
no
to.
problem.
You guys won't have to do it.
Yeah, I've literally got my little numbers on my sheet. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh crap!
That's what I really just need, like a row of numbers in front of me and like some little
You can
things
click
I
it at
can
the bottom
move.
of your character sheet.
I am. It's just I have a hard time keeping track while we're in conversation sometimes.
Oh, got it. Yeah, no worries.
It's more that than anything.
I didn't know that we could click those.
All right, so you guys are learning to Dante as to what the coterie is doing tonight.
Perhaps we should let him know after we do it. If we let him know before, he hasn't interacted with them, they won't like him. It will make things worse. And he truly does not like them anyways.
Thin Bloods leave a bad taste in my mouth. So I'm really curious about where Ryan is.
Bishop is sick, so Ryan is off doing CEO stuff.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So I'm also really curious about that thing about who owns that island. So I guess I don't know. I texted the picture to Juliet. I don't know if she keeps her burner in her coffin or not, should check it. I update her on the situation via text.
You want to see who owns the island, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so give me it's politics, because you're going through bureaucracy, you're trying to find out deeds and shit like that. I need an intelligence plus politics roll.
Okay. Everything's coming up Millhouse.
I shouldn't have even made you roll for it anyway. It's a matter of public knowledge. The island is under a trust, the Vinter Trust.
Okay. That's not at all suspicious. All right. I don't know. Did I learn anything at the salon the other night? Did I rub elbows and?
You didn't go to the salon the other night.
Oh.
You weren't here, so we didn't go.
Oh, I gotcha. I got there after they left.
Yeah.
All right.
Just because you weren't here at game, we didn't have your character doing anything.
No, I understand. Yep. No, it's no worries. All right. No updates from Juliet?
Actually, Juliet wants you to check on the... after you get the update to Juliet, she wants to get an update from Ace Ashland Graves, the Thin Blood leader. She is
Okay.
Julia is burned. She's like she's got 300-degree burns over her entire body from head to toe. So when you see her in her coffin, it's very shocking. And she explains that Ivy had become obsessed with a werewolf and had continually kept trying to summon them, and eventually did. And they brought friends, and their friends brought dragon's breath shotgun rounds. And she took the full brunt of it, even though she had nothing to do with summoning them. And she's actually very angry at Ivy right now.
Good to know. So
Idiot.
yeah. So then I get a hold of Salvatore since he's got the in with them, and I figured that that's where they're going to be going today anyway. To let them know that they really need to be low profile. They probably shouldn't even be out in public. Because
Leave a message at the beep.
yeah, right. All right. So I don't know. Dante just kind of goes out, I guess, since he can't get a hold of Salvatore. He doesn't want to go looking for the Thin Bloods, despite what Juliet said. So I guess I'm just out. I'm out and about. I'm cruising.
All right, you're cruising.
Boot the boot.
All right, so you two are going to the going to the Black Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the Black Lantern is not a place for the faint-hearted. Nestled in a narrow alleyway, one of Lake Blackwater's oldest streets. It's a kindred bar first, mortal bar second. The neon sign above the entrance flickers erratically, its ghostly green light casting shifting shadows onto the frost-covered pavement. The only entrance is a heavy oak door reinforced with iron hands, a relic from an era when fortifications meant survival. Inside, the air is thick with the scent of aged whiskey, old leather, and something darker lingering beneath. The faint metallic tang of blood. It's just called, oh my god, Haggard. As you enter, the bar counter is carved from black mahogany. It's polished smooth over the years, but covered in deep claw marks and cigarette burns. A long mirror stretches behind the shelves, though it's cracked in several places. An old superstition to prevent kindred from seeing their own void-like absence in the glass. Bottles of rare liquors line the back, but it's in the private stock beneath the counter that matters. They keep blood-infused cocktails for those who know how to ask. You see Ashlyn Graves sitting off to a corner by herself, but off to the other end, you do notice someone very familiar sitting at the bar, even though you didn't notice his truck. Sebastian Vinter is at the bar. Not talking to Ashlyn Graves, but just sitting at the bar, nursing a beer. How do you approach the situation?
We're going to ignore him for now. And go to the Ashland.
Ashlyn sees you approach, and she looks distraught. She points, she goes, he's been here since the sun went down. He won't say a word to us. He's just been here, just staring and making threatening looks, and we have no idea what's going on. What happened?
And he kind of lays his hands down the table in this kind of weird, creepy, like his fingers are too long, and it's just like Delilah, Steve, Silas. They're gone. The prince is in a vendetta mood. If there are any more outbursts, any more trouble, anything coming from the Thin Bloods, you will join them. He's being, intimidating. As if you didn't know you were being watched. You know. You're not stupid. Just mind your business. Don't make waves. Lay low for a while. It'll be fine.
I came to Lake Blackwater because I heard it was safe for Thin Bloods. This is getting a little out of hand. I may just have to bounce.
I don't know of any place that's safe for Thin Bloods. If there are vampires, you will always be the bottom of the barrel to whoever's in charge. And it doesn't matter whether it's Camarilla or Savat. Everybody will try to use you. At least here, you have some experience. You know who the moving pieces are. You go somewhere else, it'll be the same, but you'll also not know anybody.
She rubs her face against her hands against her face. She reaches under the table. She pulls a bottle, and she pours herself a shot, and she downs it. She doesn't bother offering either one of you one. It doesn't look like you drink. And she pours another one and takes another drink. And she's like, she goes, Steve and Delilah are really gone, huh? She goes, she tries not, she looks, she goes, this is all my fault. If I just hadn't. She doesn't speak up. She doesn't say anything more with Sebastian there. But she stops. She stops herself short.
It's over. So, make something good out of it. Do something. Live your life.
Up to this point, Ulfhild, I'm assuming they're sitting in like a booth, right?
Yeah, we're kind of like one of those tall booth table thingies.
So I've just been kind of standing there leaning against the booth divider. I don't sit down. I'm just watching the conversation, but I note her stopping herself.
Yeah.
And I kind of nod my head at her and I go, finish what you were going to say.
She says, I better not. She says, it's too many years in the cornfield.
And I point over at Vinter.
Vinter's sitting over there in his wife beater, his jeans, his boots, his wallet chain, his wrists and hands all taped up. He looks like he's there for trouble, but he's not actually causing trouble.
Yeah.
I won't look because I noticed him when we came in. I'll just kind of nod my head and I'll just kind of be like, I understand, but at some point you will finish that sentence.
I can explain it to you later. I've got you.
Donna looks up, she goes, there's not many of us left. She goes, I'll spread the word. I'll make sure they keep their noses clean. Or I'll just tell them to leave and go find somewhere else.
Give them the same advice that I gave you. If you go somewhere else, it will literally be the same. At least here, you know who the key players are. And you're not alone. And some people actually care if you survive or not.
Gotta let the cat in one second.
You may not get that somewhere else.
It seems to sink in this time. She's like, all right.
Farewell.
Farewell. She pours another shot. She drains it down. And I take it you guys leave at that point?
It says, I'll go by Sebastian Vinter. It says, they will be no trouble.
He looks to you and goes, oh, I know. I'm just doing what I'm told.
I know. How's business?
Business is good. Business is up.
Good.
Business stays up. We're laying low, though. Lots of feds. Got to be careful.
Good to hear it.
And he goes, carry on. If you know anything, if you see something, say something.
Oh, I'll be the first to do so.
Excellent.
I kind of give him a look back like...
He doesn't seem to notice it. He's kind of deep in his own shit.
Yep. And we'll head back out. And we got a message from Dante. I should Where would you like to meet?
Where are you? I can pick you up.
I'm. We're on the road.
But you're at like a place. Like you can tell me you're at the Black Lantern.
I'm pulled off the road to type this out. It takes me a moment.
Oh, so I didn't know you had a car. Anyway,
I borrow one. I borrow one.
You borrow one. You call the lift.
Yeah, it's like we've got the Nosferatu loaner car that whoever's not using it gets to use it. Just make sure you fill it back up, and when you put it back,
it's like a 1950s hearse.
Yeah. It's the Dragula.
So as far as we're aware, our one last loose end literally is that book.
Is that book?
It's the book.
That evidence in police. But we literally have to lay low. We can't go seeking out something in police evidence. Yeah, exactly. And even if we did, we would be breaking the Masquerade. We'd be, betraying, what the prince directed us to do. I
can speak with Alaric and work my way to Alaric. I have some ammunition now that I can go to him with.
As far as I'm aware, that's our only loose end right now. Everything else has been tied up. So.
But that's a slow process because I have to go through intermediaries to get to where I need to go. And each intermediary has a cost.
And it takes you 2 hours to speak 3 sentences to each other? I understand.
Exactly.
Precisely.
There's also who sent the Spectre after Marcus. That is true. Who's involved in that? Who sent Marcus?
Was it sent? Yeah. Who was it? Was it sent or was it freed? I don't know what the hell's going on with that.
I mean, I can picture the Spectre plenty well enough, but I don't know how we see. I figured if I could get that book, I could trail a prey to whomever it belonged to. But also, I mean, I can't picture the Spectre and trail a prey that. And that wouldn't necessarily lead us to whomever summoned it or unleashed it or whatever.
And you didn't get a look at what it looked like. It was all invisible.
It was always invisible?
It was always invisible,
I thought we got to see it at least one point, but yeah.
So the tracking down of getting the book and stuff is going to take some days to do. Out of character, I'm assuming it's going to take some days to do. I figure I have to go talk to his name. Alaric.
Yeah, Alaric Kane.
Callum. Was it Callum that I needed to get through to get to Alaric?
Callum Drake, yes.
Yeah. So we'll have to make a meet with Callum. We'll have some sort of a trade. Oh, look at that kitty.
She's murder kitty right now.
Somewhere along the way, I updated Marcus on the situation, letting him know that for the moment, the Tremere are a little less under the scrutiny of the prince, but at the moment, the Thin Bloods are literally under his boot heel.
Do you mention the Sabbat?
I do let him know about the Sabbat situation. It's kind of part and parcel for the incidental coincidence about the 2 missing Thin Bloods and supposed experimentation that he himself was under my direct scrutiny of. So,
Marcus tells you, he goes, I've been doing a lot of thinking about the Sabbat, and it's awful convenient, just awful convenient that Valeria Dumond is suddenly in the city. She's a Lasombra. They used to be all part of the Sabbat.
Mm-hmm.
You think he was a dog on a leash?
She seems to be working for the prince, or at least currying his favors. And I'm sure he's had his suspicions about her. Of course, I mean he's not an idiot. But they've been known to control the dead.
what would disrupt things around our little town any more than stirring up conspiracies about thin blood experimentation, and here he is, right behind her. Do you think he followed her, or do you think she led him?
I don't believe in coincidences, Dante. One way or the other. I mean, they might have been following a defector. She could be the shot caller for all we know. But they have the ability to control the dead.
Yeah. The Masquerade is a little chipped and frayed at the moment, so we're all laying low. Where's she laying low?
She's friends with with the Toreador and the
She's friends with Ivy. I mean, not Ivy. Eleanor.
Eleanor, yeah.
Eleanor and where's the other name? I forgot her name.
Juliet?
No, it's starts with an A. Amara Devereaux. The
Either way, if she's here at the behest of the prince, it's not like we can go knocking at her coffin ourselves. We'd have to go through channels, and we've scratched his back recently enough. I think maybe he can arrange to... Maybe we can ask her about her former... not clan. Affiliate. There you go. Sect. There you go. And exactly why a little gangrel mutt is following after her and disrupting our lodge, shaking up the masquerade when we don't need that right now.
Gangrel mutt.
No offense.
She just kind of cocks her eyebrow like, I don't quite get the joke.
Marcus says, just be careful. I've seen Juliet. I saw what happened to her. Just be careful.
I've seen what happened to her too, and that's why I'm giving you this news. So don't worry, I'll be careful enough. I represent the Tremere right now, and I know what that means, and I know how many eyes are on me. So I know not to misstep. How's your alchemy coming along?
That's at a standstill right now. I thought it best not to continue experimenting until this is all blown over.
Sounds about right. Don't need feds at the door, I guess. Strange smells and all that from the neighbors. Keep your head down.
I'm doing it. I'm doing the best I can.
All right.
And he goes, but when I get back to it, I'm gonna make a breakthrough. I know I am. It's gonna be fantastic.
Well, don't forget to share. You still have a head on your shoulders. I'm part of that reason.
Don't worry. I don't forget where I come from.
It's hard to. All right. We peace out, I guess. Kind of at a standstill again. I don't know how to find that specter, whomever let it out. Where are we time-wise?
What time? It's probably still pretty early in the night. We got plenty of time.
So I'll bring Dante up to speed on everything with the
Thin Bloods.
Yeah, the Thin Bloods.
Yep.
I spoke with...
1 second.
Do we presumably know where that notebook is? Like that piece of evidence? Like who has... Okay, so we know who has it.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh. What I would tell Oldfield on the way out is that Ivy's the one that called the Sabbat. She started this. She thought that she was calling some anarchs, some rebels to, stir up some trouble with the man. Yeah, but what she got wasn't anarchs. This is
Ashlyn, right?
Ashlyn. Oh, what did I say?
Okay. No, all good. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I was just like, okay, that's Ashlyn though, right? Because I'm having a hard time keeping the name straight too.
Sorry,
I've got
Ashlyn.
it all. Ashlyn. No, you're all good.
Yeah.
Okay. She kind of nods like, all right.
She chose poorly. And instead of turning her in, or selling her secret. I've kept it. Now you know. She's just going to do better. She
Only
learned a
time can
valuable
tell.
lesson, and it cost, 3 people their unlives.
So the thin blood Ashlyn called them.
Yeah, the thin blood. She fucked up. She fucked up huge. She wanted to call some anarchs, raise some trouble. But, yeah. Yes, she didn't get an anarch. She got old boy with Sabat. And once you got here, he's like, let the blood rain begin. Yeah. He's going like, oh, no. And then it was out of their hands. So.
Now, Dante doesn't know what to do with that information.
He doesn't have it. Dante. He's not.
I think this was a conversation between me and Salvatore directly. Yeah.
So erase that meta information. For some reason, I placed us all in the same vehicles when you're having
No.
conversation.
We're saying this on the way to go link up with you. And it says, I'm not going to tell Dante.
Yeah, because I had kind of questioned her at the bar when she stopped short on that sentence. I was like, wait, you're hiding something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. But if that's an offense, that was her life. So
Only time can tell if she makes better choices in the future.
That's a hell of a secret for you to be keeping. Dante wouldn't know what to do if he had that information.
Yeah, it's a big.
Dante
That's
would
a big
feel
one.
compelled to. Anyway,
Yeah,
but Dante is not aware of that.
Remember the Chronicle tenets: no snitching.
Yep, no snitching. This is true. If certain events had come about,
Yes. All right,
that would be pertinent information.
but we get back and we tell you about. Spoke with Ashlyn, and Sebastian was there and let her know that her friends are gone and that Silas guy won't be around anymore. They're gone forever. So, and to lay low, and now they have a second chance now not to fuck it up.
You probably should have told her to blow town, honestly.
It's going to be the same no matter where they go.
They've got a sword over their head here. It's unsure anywhere else, but that is some thin ice. But
As long as they don't fuck around, they should be fine.
It doesn't even take that. Guilt by association is so easy in a small town. But
I'm
that
glad
you let them know exactly the situation that they're in, and if they do choose to stay, that's
out
of our hands.
It's done. It's out of the way. I know how to get to the diary for the next part. That will just take me a little bit of time because I have to go through several people. But
Well, as soon as you can get me that gets us one step closer to tying up at least one of our loose ends. I'm wondering if we could find any leads on that Spectre that tore up Juliet's place and wrecked up Marcus's.
yeah, I know nothing about controlling undead or anything like that. If it was just something that happened due to experimentation or the location, or maybe it was tied to something somewhere, I honestly couldn't even speculate.
Could this have something to do with the La Sombra, quote, necromancer that we were talking about earlier? Could she raise ghosts?
Do we know that? I've got one in a cult. That's it.
Dante, what's your occult level?
My occult is...
Ryan has all kinds of occult.
I specialize
we
in
need
occult,
Ryan.
and I have 4 dots in it, so...
Yes. All right.
What is your intelligence plus occult?
There a reason this was in the freezer.
Yeah, I was going to put it on the back of my neck because it hurts. That would be 9 with my specialization.
Oh, yeah.
Zombie Jesus.
Yeah, you know pretty much almost everything. You know that the La Sombra are practitioners of the discipline called Oblivion, much like the Hecata, or the once known as the Giovanni, are masters of Oblivion. And Oblivion lets you, if some practitioners are known to be necromancers and can control the dead.
Okay. And that's, what's her face, right?
Valeria Dumond, yep.
Yeah.
I wrote down her name is Julia. I was way off.
Darmond, I'm sorry. Valeria Darmond.
Right.
No,
not D apostrophe.
Yeah.
No, that's Juliette Darmond.
Durand. Valeria Durand. Durand. Durand.
I think that's what my notes say.
They should say that. I probably said it.
Oh, it just says Valeria.
Valeria is enough.
So La Sombra, quote from up north. So is there any, so would I have to go through the prince to contact her? Is there any sort, even though we're all laying low, vampires are such weird social creatures that have to get it together. Are there any other gatherings that she might be at? Is there any
Yes.
grapevine for where she might be, Salvatore?
She's friends with Eleanor.
Who had their salon the night before.
All right. You guys are a bit averse to going there.
Yes,
I do not enjoy the company of the strange one, but if I must, I must.
How to crack that egg. To find out exactly if she is the one who sent our little friend after Marcus, of all people. But I guess if we must, we must. So, shall we go rub elbows? Cold pointy elbows?
Speak to Eleanor, and Eleanor could put us in contact with her.
All right. If you have that in.
Well, I know her, and I know that they are friends. we are not social together. I mean, it gives the kind of the self-deprecating look of.
Keyword,
you don't even have to explain.
Dante is acting in Juliet's stead. You may be able to use that as leverage as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Can I organize a salon? Or is that a thing that's outside of my social stature?
You can organize. You can try to organize a salon if you like. We'll make a couple checks. We'll organize it for Wednesday night. You probably can't organize it in one night and invite people.
No, true.
But what kind of preparations would you make? What kind of salon and where would you host it?
I have no stinking clue. I am spitballing here.
Come on, Mr. Party, Mr.
Well, there is a water park nearby. It's a venue that's not being used currently.
There you go. I don't know if that'd be low key exactly with feds crawling all over the place. Have a pool party going off at
the water slide, motherfucker.
Yeah, right. Somebody casts a glamour over it, so it looks like it's business as usual. It's all cold, you know, but everybody's in there having a good time. Vampire slip and slide. I don't know what I mean, I've been to enough of our local soirees. I mean, is it refreshments and whores to orves or what?
Whores to ovaries, yeah.
Whores to ovaries.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just picturing a tray of like body parts being passed around at this vampire soiree.
If you've got a herd that you could share, you know.
They usually have a topic of discussion. That's what draws people in. So this would be your first salon that you're throwing. So you want to put your best foot forward.
Right. But I mean, so the conversation there is obviously going to be about everything that happened with the Sabbat. Yes. Everybody is going to know about that, whether it was the Tufts or Miranda or Sebastian or anybody, or even these guys. The
nature of undeath.
Right, exactly. Everybody knows now. So what topic do I want to put forward? Because it can't be that.
It can't be too on the nose, but we need to have something that's going to lure out a Lasombra.
Exactly.
Something shadows and something undeath.
We just had some encounters with some werewolves. Can we maybe do some sort of something with that? I'm just saying.
Yes, come to discuss your favorite dog grooming habits. Yes, and obviously Juliet is going to be a topic of discussion too, because, I mean, that would be...
A history of the supernatural in art.
There you go. There you go. Death and the supernatural as illustrated in art. Lake Blackwater is a cultural center.
Yes. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to make a manipulation plus etiquette roll for me.
Okay.
Wow. Go, buddy.
Where is it?
Do it.
What's
I'm glad it's not me.
What's your dice pool?
Maybe a 3. Look at me, Mo.
You're looking for 2 dice, not to embarrass yourself. You're looking for difficulty 2. Okay. All right. So you put out an announcement that you're holding a soiree.
Can we assist in some way?
Can I use persuasion instead of etiquette?
No, it's got to be etiquette. It's got to be etiquette.
What about occult?
No, it's got to be etiquette. Sorry, brother.
Oh wait. Oh, I can willpower and re-roll 2 of them.
You can.
Okay. I don't want to embarrass myself. This is
It's my first party, man.
There we go.
There you go. Oh, a critical.
Nice. Nice.
All right. So you turn a failure.
Way to pull it out.
Party prep.
You pull a failure out into an epic rager.
Well done. Well done.
You plan for your first time. You pull out all the stops. You have all the right refreshments. All the right people. The right people show up. They're intrigued by your premise of what was your premise again?
Death and the supernatural in classical art.
Death and supernatural in classical art. All right, so you're in charge of the conversation. So as everyone approaches, as everyone shows up, it's Ivy Moreau, Eleanor Blackthorn, Valeria Dumont, Benedict Hale shows up.
Does he remember? I mean, he must remember who saved his ass, right?
Yes.
I mean, he was aware when we were there.
Yes, he does. He was aware. He was awake. I'm getting to that point. Benedict Hale is there. And what's her name? I can never remember. Amara Devereaux. I think that's how I pronounce it. Amara Devereaux, yes, is there. Okay. So, as you're doing your hostly duties, the first one to approach you, how is everyone dressed for this salon?
I think Mrs. 11 Bravo put it very well. I think it is a posh. It's the way people attend art exhibits. It's, everybody's black tie. There you go.
Black
Easy
tie
enough.
event? All right. So you're
I'm
black
in
tie.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying you're in your black tie outfit. That's all I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got my kind of extra long neck and ruff. My lace at the wrists and.
All right, how about Whitfield?
I will have to borrow a dress because I do not have anything formal. But I assume we will borrow some sort of very simple black satin dress. Just spaghetti straps and sheath style, very, very understated.
You borrow it from Salvatore, so it's a couple centuries out of date.
Yeah, out of the,
she wouldn't know any better, but she doesn't really dress up, so it's simple.
Yeah.
Long neck and frilly sleeves.
I figure he's got like a storage of like bags of clothes and stuff from Goodwill and stuff. This is like, it's a bunker for surviving all the things. And so he's got this all stacked up, but kind of mushed out, but we could tear them open and see what we can find. It's like, oh yeah, I remember.
You look extra dusty tonight, Salvatore.
The first to approach you, Keyword, the first to approach you is the last one to arrive. You notice when you first arrive, when everyone arrives, no one seems to greet you. Like they're too busy greeting each other. But the first one to greet you, the last one to arrive, is Eleanor Blackthorn, Keeper of Elysium. She approaches you, Mr. Crow. You've done an admirable job this evening. Well done.
Thank you. Madam Blackthorn? Do vampires greet each other in traditional way? Do I take her hand and kiss the top of her glove on her knuckles?
That depends on the actor and what time frame they're from. That may be appropriate. It may not. It's a
very Salvatore thing to do. Would it be yours?
I offer my hand for her to.
She accepts. She
Okay,
accepts.
sorry.
Yep, she doesn't seem to be weirded out by it. She accepts it graciously.
Thank you for your compliment. As having been a guest at many of your salons, it comes not lightly from you.
You've attracted quite the crowd, the it crowd tonight. Even Benedict Hale has arrived. Uh-oh.
I'm just checking to see my composure because Salvatore is kind of awkward around Eleanor.
Ah, okay.
And she does not even acknowledge his existence, but
I kind of noticed that from them. Like, I don't know exactly what the story is there. What was Benedict Hales? What's his office again? I forgot what his title was.
Seneschal. He's the second in command. He's the prince's right-hand man.
It honors me as well to see our Seneschal is here, though I feel there might be reasons why he's here other than my attractive gala tonight.
We heard that Miranda and her squad saved him.
Not without considerable assistance from my coterie. Both Salvatore Ricci and Soren's daughter, let's say they lifted a little heavier than Miranda herself might have, but it was definitely a team effort.
Funny, we hadn't heard any of that mentioned.
I guess you wouldn't from their own mouths, self-aggrandizing as they may be. But just know that if you were to ask the Prince of Events, I would at least hope that our actions would come out of his mouth.
Well, the Prince's word is law. What he says stays. She smiles.
Of course. Always. Enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself. Make sure you make your rounds. Everyone is very pleased with what you've done. We will remember this.
Thank you. Enjoy.
All right.
So I make my way. I go to introduce myself.
That was very smooth.
Oh, thank you.
Who are you going to introduce yourself to?
The room, I guess. You could do welcome, thank you for coming, enjoy yourself as your host.
If nobody is coming up to me other than Madam Blackthorn, or, again, titles, I don't know, Lady Blackthorn, I address the salon. I welcome them and hope they find tonight's discussions to be engaging and but not to worry about holding to any given topic. Just a suggestion, just a jumping off point. So I'm a little too tired to give a speech myself. So
everyone gives you a small, very polite clap.
Golf claps.
Yes, enthusiastic, polite golf claps.
Fulfilled awkwardly copies what they're doing.
And they go back to discussing things. Ufield, what do you do?
I am still very uncomfortable being around this many anythings. I'm assuming there are some goblets going around with some refreshment in it. Is this something I can partake in?
Did you procure refreshments, Dante? And who did you procure? Did you procure animal blood, or are you serving, or did you did you kidnap a bunch of people and put them on tap?
I used some outside assistance to maybe a greyhound had some roadside problems, and And, one or two stragglers didn't seem to be too attached to anybody else there. Maybe they disappeared.
Motherfuckers are hanging upside down in the basement. Somebody, get a tap.
Talk about Salvatore, you helped me.
I know nothing of it.
Ulfield knows nothing of this, so she's grabbing a goblet and she's just kind of awkwardly standing near Salvatore, sipping her drink.
I myself am not partaking in the drinks going around, but they're there for the guests.
Valeria approaches you and Salvatore. And I don't believe we've met, she says to you.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
Well, she's talking to Ufield.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, I thought you said she approached. Oh, those two. Oh, my bad. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
This is Ulfield's Sour's daughter.
I will extend my hand and offer her a nice, gentle handshake.
She gives your handshake.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
She gives your handshake back. Valeria Durand. The pleasure is yours, of course.
She chuckles at that a little bit.
She says, I don't believe I've ever seen you before. Are you the new one who's recently awoken?
It seems that I am.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful, darling. Absolutely wonderful. I myself have recently awoken in the last couple of years. I slept for many, many, many years.
I cannot place your accent, then.
Well, darling, I come from the good city of New York.
New York. I've heard this name before.
A Sabbat city.
Oh, not for some time, really. Not since I've woken, at least. There's a reason I'm not there. There's a reason I'm here.
I believe one of my friends mentioned we might need your help in a matter.
My help?
No, kitty.
Oh, kitty cat. Yes.
Baby.
I believe my friend Salvatore here was speaking of a matter that you may be of assistance with. We were trying to find a ghost.
Yes. A specter.
She raises an eyebrow. A specter, you say?
Yes.
Tell me more.
Well, it attacked a...
Oh, is this the one that I had to deal with at Juliet's?
Yes.
Oh.
That's, we still don't know anything about where it came from or how it came to...
Well, in the interest of helping in this wonderful city that I find myself in now, I believe that I can help.
Appreciated.
Your assistance is very much appreciated, Lady Durant.
Well, let me know when I can be of assistance. I don't know if I'd be able to do so much of it here, but I'd be more than. Actually, both of you give me a wits plus subterfuge check.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Mine's not. Yeah, I was gonna say not great. I got 2.
I got 4. Okay. Well, 2.
Nice.
Okay, you both got 2 successes. You can tell she's kind of hiding something. She's not being completely forthright with you. But you dare not offend her, a guest at a salon.
No.
No, I think we'll just let that go for now.
Yeah, I'll look over and just like, it's okay. I understand. Perhaps we'll link up over the next couple days.
Of course, darling. Of course.
Thank you.
She actually
Giving the impression that I know more than I do, because I actually don't know.
She seems to not be in too. It's not in a hurry, but she doesn't seem to be dawdling around you two.
No.
But she does extricate herself from the situation, and she finds herself near Dante. Mr. Crow, Mr. Crow, Mr. Crow. Wonderful soiree you're holding tonight.
Thank you, Ms. Durand. Welcome to our town. I know you haven't been here too long. I do appreciate your assistance the other evening with the specter that was summoned by someone to attack one of my Tremere.
It's interesting that you mentioned that. That's the second time that's been brought up this evening.
Things like that tend to stick in one's mind when you don't come across them every night. Again, I do appreciate your assistance. You handled that so succinctly. Such mastery over those specters, those beyond corporeal form.
Give me a manipulation plus persuasion check.
Okay. Can I take half? I got 6.
No, because you have to roll against them.
Okay, of course. Dice don't like me.
Well, that's average. So
It's been a rough dice roll night for everybody, really.
yeah.
Oh, but she fucking bought it.
Oh yes.
Oh shit!
Girl.
Damn. She's gonna spend a willpower. No, I'm just kidding. She's gonna take her lumps. The dice like no one. All right, so she's repeat what you said. As best
Again,
you can.
I do appreciate your assistance. You handled that so succinctly to manage our incorporeal specter.
You seem to butter her up. So, well, how can I help you in the future?
Well, I'm certain you're not unaware that such a thing is rather uncommon, and not many could manage to whip up such an annoyance. And perhaps maybe I can pick your brain, so to speak, on finding where such a thing might have come from so recently, with everything else going on. It seems such a pickle. Damn. Shit.
Oh my god. Okay, so I need you to roll wits plus subterfuge.
Damn, I don't have no subterfuge.
But she got a crit. So she's trying to.
Okay, I'll roll. Almost a crit.
Almost a crit. All right, so as she's talking to you, she stops. She looks at you. She goes, "It's no easy task to summon the dead. It's no easy task to control the dead. It's no easy task to remove the dead. Whoever did this has advanced mastery over the Oblivion arts. Beyond the pale of what most normal practitioners can do. An absolute virtuoso in the Oblivion arts.
Anybody you've come across in your years?
Many. I'm interested in finding out who did it as well, and you're buying everything she's saying. Everything she got a critical success on her subterfuge check. She's got you she's hooked you up. She goes, I will personally look into this for you. I will make it my mission to find the exact person who did this. I will not rest.
As the one acting in the stead of Juliette Darmond and the Tremere of Lake Blackwater, and by extension, all kindred in Lake Blackwater, I thank you.
Are you authorized to give a boon on behalf of all the kindred of Blackwater?
No. Just a mere parlance. There you go. As the host, I wish I had such weight, such pull. I'm being nice. I do thank you for your help and your further help as you offer it.
Of course. Now don't worry, darling. We'll get to the bottom of this. We'll find out exactly who attacked young Marcus. We'll make sure that nothing happens to them. We'll make sure everything's just fine.
As low as we're all laying, and he kind of looks about, I don't think it'll be too hard to get to the bottom of anything.
Wonderful, darling.
Enjoy yourself.
Yes, of course. And she kind of scuttles off like Morticia, kind of as if she's floating.
Well, that was prosperous.
My God.
These dice, Jesus Christ.
No kidding,
She
right?
goes from failing utterly to
Wow. Just a massive critical.
Yeah, right. All right. So I rub elbows.
You rub elbows through the night. You put on a great event, though. Everyone's happy about it. It's the talk of the event is how well it went. How much of a good time everyone's having in these. Yes.
Does Alaric snoop about?
Alaric does not snoop about. Alaric is missing the event of the night. That you can tell. You don't have aspects.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to find them. So,
What was the chatter about everything with the Sabat and Silas? Which I don't think anybody knows his name. It's just the Sabat. And like, am I filling in gaps in the story? Like, is it kind of more gossipy, or are the details there? Like, can you kind of tell that it was Miranda and her goons who were spreading the stuff? Or
Well, Benedict Hale is quick to correct any rumors that it was only.
oh, there you go. Does he come up to me?
Yes. Well, he doesn't come up to you, so to speak. But he does talk with Eleanor, and he does talk with other people. Eventually, he does approach you, and he's a tall man. He's a very tall, thin man, and he just walks up to you. He goes, "I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for the rescue." And he's approached Salvatore.
mm-hmm.
I want to thank you and your associates for the rescue. I know the threat. I know the risks you put yourself in to do so. And the prince shall and probably will reward you.
It is my duty.
Well, you went above and beyond your duty. I will ask the prince to reward you.
Is this just with Salvatore?
He's talking with Salvatore right now, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. Such things are not necessary.
I've been kind of hanging out by Salvatore the whole evening. So.
People have approached both of you beyond Hale. You've been approached all evening. Eleanor's approached you. She's noticed how awkward Salvatore acts, but instead was more interested in Ulfild.
Mm-hmm.
And she attempts to draw you into a conversation. Regardless of how awkward it may be, she seems to want to discuss art with you and the supernatural and death. Ow! I saw that.
Bitch. Okay, yeah, I've definitely been hanging out next to Salvatore for most of the night, just because he's the one that I'm the most familiar with and the most comfortable around. When Mr. Hale comes around, I'll definitely kind of acknowledge him, just Mr. Hale, and
I'd say,
why? Why are you trying to kill me?
The murder, because I'm a vicious killer.
It's the murder cat. So when she tries to draw me into the conversation, I'm not incredibly talkative. I just kind of nod, and yeah, she's really trying to kill me right now. Okay.
She notices that you're reticent to get into a conversation, and after a few moments, she just stops. And she kind of, all right, kind of puts her nose up in the air and walks away. Hale then approaches Dante. It's Mr. Crow. I've already spoken to your associates. I want to thank you for an excellent rescue.
As you know, you don't need to thank us. We were told to go find you by the prince, but thank you. I appreciate the gratitude. I know it doesn't come likely from one such as you, and I do hope you've enjoyed your evening so far.
I have.
In light of what you endured.
He goes, I won't. They were very rough. It was a very trying time. I'm very lucky to be alive. Every night I was taken, they told me they'd kill me the next day. I just expected it.
Well, I'm definitely glad that we found you in one piece, and he wants to say healthy and hale, but resist the urge. And again, I'm glad to be at your service, and I do thank you for your gratitude. I know, again, you don't have to give it, and you know that as well, but it means a lot to both myself and my sire and the Tremere of Lake Blackwater.
He reaches into his coat pocket, and he pulls out a black leather-bound book. He goes, I procured this from the police. And he hands it to you. I believe you've been looking for something like this.
You believe correctly. This means a tremendous amount. This means more than you know, I think.
If you can use that to recover the Tremere's reputation, then I will consider my debt paid.
Thank you. On behalf of my sire, myself, and the Tremere of Lake Blackwater, thank you.
No, thank you. He turns on his heels and walks away.
I will catch up with Eleanor later. Just so you're aware, and you don't think that it is Oldfield, upon waking up after centuries of torpor, showing up at the salon, was accosted by the harpies. The Ivy, Juliet, and asked tons of questions that it was a very uncomfortable moment for her. So she's understandably hesitant to answer questions and be prodded at. She's from a different time.
She doesn't have much of a background in fine arts either, so when people try and come at her talking about art, she's just kind of smiling and nodding like, okay.
So, I hope you understand. Do not take anything personal.
Eleanor gives a polite smile, as polite as usual. Of course, Salvatore. Of course.
Everybody finds him tedious.
Well, I bid you adieu.
She nods, and then
Awkward.
as she walks away, someone walks up behind you, puts a hand on your shoulder.
Ooh.
It's a dusky hand. It belongs to Amara Devereaux.
Oh. I'll tuck the blade back in. Sorry.
She says, don't worry about that one, darling. She's special. But we're working on her, Valerie and I.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. She wanders away.
Who is Amara Devereaux?
Amara Devereaux.
Ask that.
I will read her description again to you. A lithe Ravnos with dusky skin, long auburn curls, and a mischievous smile that never quite reaches her eyes. She wears flowing bohemian clothing adorned with charms and trinkets, her wrists jingling softly as she moves.
Oh, the Ravnos.
She's known for unpredictability. Amara was attending Elysium seeking sanctuary and might bring chaos or secrets from outside Lake Blackwater.
She's a Toreador, right? Or is she different clan?
No, Ravnos.
She's a Ravnos.
Oh, okay.
The Ravnos clan.
Who are Roma.
No, not anymore.
Oh, they changed that.
Oh yeah, they changed any ties to any culture have been removed from all clans.
Oh, really?
Because they deemed it problematic and racist and
fair.
shit like that. So they changed it all.
Well,
Even they changed the Assamites are no longer the Assamites. They're now the Banu Hakim and are no longer just Middle Eastern.
Oh, well, okay,
yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah, they changed. A lot has changed in 5th edition. A lot.
Nerds are very culturally sensitive,
Yes,
so you know.
we have to be. They need to make money, and you got to be culturally sensitive now to make money.
Exactly.
Well,
All right. So, where were we going? Okay, Amara Devereaux she is dressed bohemian, living up to a stereotype. Is she? But she is not Roma. But but she is playing up to her old clan stereotype.
That makes sense. That's fair.
So you've had a wonderful evening. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Other than, being obvious for a while, I will also go not obvious and kind of just stand, in corners and be silent.
Listening
Obfuscated.
to people. Okay.
I think my interaction with Valeria kind of dissuaded me from the belief that the Sabat gangrel Silas did follow her, like that there was an association. I think especially because of the dice rolls with the subterfuge. I think just the interaction just
She's
kind of
off
put
the
him
hook.
off of that. So
Actually, I was just about to go over some of the rumors that you hear, retired Reverend Bob. There's only about 6 people at the event. But you can't hold a lot of people at a salon anyway. But the only thing you notice is that there is talk. It's mostly between Hale and Ivy. Ivy first informs Hale about a wild night she had on Sunday.
who is Ivy? Sorry, I'm not.
Ivy Moreau. Ivy Moreau. The werewolves know who Ivy Moreau is.
She's the clan Toreador Primogen, right?
Yep. Ivy Moreau, Toreador Primogen, known for her art gallery and sharp tongue. She often keeps tabs on kindred social circles and is known as a avant-garde musical producer, and serves as the informal gossip broker.
I gotcha.
You hear Ivy and Hayes discussing the Sabat issue. And Hayes says, I know who the leader was. He was that gangrel. But he was here looking for somebody other than just trouble. I think he was looking for Valeria. I think they were hunting her. I think that may be one of the reasons he's here. Other than some mysterious voices inviting him here, as he told us. So he's convinced that Valeria is a target of the Sabat.
Because they distance themselves from the Sabat?
No one's sure if, no one's ever straight up asked Valeria if she was even ever a member of the Sabat.
Well, her story doesn't hold water as far as, because New York City has been a Sabat thing for a long while. And if she was recently awakened...
Well, the Sabat lost New York in 99.
Yeah.
The Camarilla took over the city in 99, and it's held it since then. With
99?
99. That's when the New York by Night book was actually released in 99.
God, I feel old.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2001. It was released in 2001. Hello. Actually,
Jesus Christ.
Hey, man, I turned 42 today. Or yesterday.
Yeah. Happy birthday again, dude.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Got a lot of birthday wishes. It was really nice. So, I don't feel 42. It's weird to say that. I tell the 15-year-olds that I drive with, it's like, you're going to get to be this age, and you're not going to feel this old, and you're going to be like, I sound like an old person.
2000.
When
2000.
Yep.
So 24 years ago.
24 years ago, New York the Sabat lost New York City.
Damn, 25 years ago.
25 years ago. Good point.
Yeah, 25 now.
Yeah. Time gets slippery, man, especially the last handful of years. It's been bad.
All right.
I was just gonna say, when people ask me how old I am, I have to think about it. Like, I can't.
All right.
Yep.
So the event, the rest of the event goes off without a hitch.
Haggard. Don't even start.
Everything. You throw an amazing soiree there with your critical success. You are known. You actually make a name for yourself throughout all of this as an effective party planner. So
Nice.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
I'll have to get my etiquette up.
that is a big deal. All right, guys, we're gonna call it there. We can wrap it up. We have 30 minutes to wrap up. I want to get us to as far, as close as we can get to it. Did everyone have fun tonight?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
100%.
Okay.
This is great.
I felt a little off with the pace.
It's okay.
I felt I was off with the pace. Like I didn't have enough scenes planned, but it worked out. I'm not mad at myself. It worked out. Everything worked out. I just felt off with the pace. That's what I get for running werewolf and vampire. Get some weird.
Because they both have very different pacing.
Very different pacing. Very different pacing. All right.
Yeah, we started off with a fucking. And it's a gunfire.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we started off in combat in the chase, and it's like, sweet Jesus, and that's not supposed to happen. We're supposed to be having political intrigue, and it's like, oh no.
We did it
but we did good.
We did it backwards. We had the political intrigue at the back end.
We had the political intrigue at the back end. So it's like, wow.
All right, so we're going to start with Nerd at Art. Ulfhild Soren's daughter. What you liked? We're still only session 5, so what you didn't like is okay. We're still okay with that, even though no one ever says anything. What your favorite scene was, and what your favorite role play was.
Well, I had a great time tonight across the board. Really, no complaints. It was good to see my character kind of starting to get her footing. She's starting to understand a little bit about how the hierarchy here in town works. She does not like having to interact with the prince. She does not like that weird mind control shit he played on her last time. So she does not like to be around him at all. But hopefully now that she's kind of helped out with this situation, he'll leave her alone. But yeah, hanging out at the party, Ulfhild being the awkward kid at the party, feels genuine to me as a person.
Wallflower, that's what Ulfhild means.
So yeah, it was good. The political aspect of it, she's still kind of getting her footing in, and she's starting to figure it out a little bit.
Good. Excellent. What was your favorite scene and favorite role play tonight?
The scene on the snowmobiles, dude. That was like some movie shit. I could totally picture that as a movie. And then at one point, I don't remember even what the context was, but Dante mentioned something about a vampire slip and slide, and I totally pictured the scene from Kill Bill with the crazy 88. There's just blood everywhere.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
It was fantastic.
Key work. Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you so much, sir. Again, thank you, everybody. Tonight was fun. Dante continues to be totally ineffectual in combat. Just can't even, Salvatore's holding a guy. I can't even get my fangs into him. It's just I bit my tongue. But I had fun though. I mean, even in that beginning part, it's I'm failing drive rolls because I don't have drive skill. We just happen to run across their path. Everything is just going great. But I'm just a cheerleader. It's get hell off the thing. But then the back end of it, when we get back to the political intrigue thing, it's I pull a party out of my ass, and it's we managed to literally tie up at least one loose end and get a hold of the lead on the other one, or at least Dante believes has a lead on the other one.
It's not your birthday. Take it back.
Yeah, it's not your birthday anymore.
It's my unbirthday. It's just a really early happy birthday for next year. That's all it is. But yeah, man, tonight was great.
What was your favorite scene and favorite role play?
Favorite role play. I mean, the favorite role play I think would have to be, I think the very beginning with the prince. He's obviously he's standing there. He's standing on the occasion of what he's representing, because of what's happened. But he's determined to not give an inch to this person who could step on him if he wanted to. But at the same time, it's the party at the end too. It's the trying to suss out what he needs to find. And then kind of looking forward to interacting with Hale after saving his bacon and setting the story straight on who exactly was responsible for that. I mean, Miranda helped, but I mean, that's not the story of the night. Yeah, literally. She was our Uber. There you
Miranda
go.
drove.
She was the Uber, and she hit the guy that we literally had wrapped up. It was
right.
That's it.
Right. So, but yeah, pulling that crit out of my ass for the salon. Right there.
You nailed it.
It's very apropos, and I applaud everybody tonight on their use of willpower, even to the point of depletion, to just make sure the shit gets done. And I think everybody just like played their parts just perfectly tonight. Awesome. It really is a shame that Bishop wasn't here, because I can't wait for that.
He's missing out.
I can't wait for it. And the fact that he wasn't there to see his sire bite it, because I wonder what questions he would have had for him.
I know. I do. I feel for that, because I also forgot that. Not that I forgot that he was a sire. I forgot that, he'd want to ask questions. But the prince wasn't having any of it.
No, that was to be expected. That's why I said it's a shame. It's a shame he's not here. But that leads to another loose end. Where the hell is he in the story? Because the prince is like... Thin Bloods are kind of fight on sight if they sneeze wrong. So.
Yeah.
All right. Retired 11 Bravo, Salvatore Ricci.
There were so many good scenes. I mean, I love the whole thing. It was a little bit of a wobble in the middle, and then we were back in business. And it was just like, okay, cool. I wasn't sure how we would do that, because we're coming out of this high pulse thing into this different tempo, and yeah, it was like freaking Die Hard on Die Hard 2, and they got snowmobiles, and we're jumping from pickup trucks to snowmobiles, and Pika's doing like this fucking superhero landing, and yeah, it was crazy. It was really good, and you know what, it worked, and I wasn't sure if it would. And I felt dirty having to use people as bait. But yeah, we did really good work. And Salvatore kind of figures is you know what, if Dante's best he could do in combat is be bait. Well,
does Salvatore get anything from his diablerie of Silas there?
He didn't diablerize him. He didn't diablerize him. He just drank his blood.
Drank it.
I mean, you can learn more You can buy a dot of protean because you drank from a gangrel, or you can learn fortitude or fortitude.
I've already got protean.
And animalism. Yeah, but you can actually.
Animalism.
Yeah, but you can learn more protean. You couldn't learn any more. Because you have to drink the
unless
blood.
I had somebody teach me.
Yep. Well, and you have to drink their blood. All right. So for my turn, what I liked that we got to use the amusement park again.
Yeah.
Deja vu.
Deja vu. I wanted to use that again. I definitely wanted to use that again. I liked being able to push someone off a
roller coaster.
I thought that was kind of fun.
That was great. You literally yeeted Oldfield just bam. It's like,
right?
That would have killed one of us.
But she landed in snow.
Yeah.
It's true.
So that's why she didn't take as much. I was like, how much damage can she really take from landing in snow? Not that much. I love that you got that. You had the messy critical of the two of them. Two bestial failures tonight. You were under compulsion once, but you got out of it the second time with your willpower expenditure. But the first time you crashed your vehicle, which I thought was hilarious.
I mean,
you can barely drive, and you have hunger dice, and you just crash your vehicle, which led to a scene that Princess Brawhammer came up with the snowmobiles jump over the truck as they're going. So I enjoyed the snowmobiles. I enjoyed that whole fight. I enjoyed the prince. I like playing the prince.
I loved the return of the murder suit, by the way.
He's got like the parka and like the hat and shit. I'm going like, oh, this isn't good. I don't need to be here for this.
He's watched American Psycho too many times.
He is the American Psycho.
Yeah, he is the American Psycho.
Patrick Bateman was based on him.
Yeah, right.
So, and then I love doing the salon. Like I had a salon plan for Monday night that you could have gone to. You could have gone to Eleanor's, but you didn't want to go back there because you didn't want to be back in the Harpy's Nest. Totally got that. The fact that you guys planned to do a salon on Tuesday,
I thought that was well done. That was pretty genius.
That was pretty genius. I was not expecting it, and I had to throw it together pretty quickly, and I'm glad I did.
But Dante
man.
crushed it.
Dante crushed it,
it's
yep.
like, yes.
Dante-
really, really well done.
Dante crushing it made it easier for me to role play the people. So let's take a look at what we've learned tonight. The book that you got got the diary, the evidence diary.
Yep.
Handed over to you by Benedict
Seneschal.
by the Seneschal. Yep. So you now have that in your hands.
You just saved a ton of work.
Yeah, right. And you don't have to part with any of your secrets.
I don't have to part with any of my secrets. So,
There you go.
there you go.
All right, but I was wrong about one thing with Trail Illuminate Play. You do have to see the persons first. You can't. Technically, the first time you did it, you wouldn't be able to find Silas like we did, but we're just going to go with that. Going forward, we'll do it right. But you knew what Silas looked like tonight. You've met Benedict Hale before, so using it on them was no problem.
Right.
What else did we learn tonight? We learned that out of character Valeria Dumont's a dirty, dirty liar with crits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No shit.
A total liar.
Yes. My hope is that by kind of coming to her and being like, well, we need your help, like she's gonna out herself at some point if we keep up with that.
Well, see, that was the inroad I was trying to make with her, but she's just like little marionette.
Yeah. You snapped her fingers and you're like, oh, okay.
Right.
Which is fine.
Yeah. Oh, I got it. Yeah.
Very little to do with werewolves tonight.
Very little, yeah.
Am I?
Hello?
Who?
I think we lost Keywork Savior.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if he's still in our Discord. There he is. He's back.
There we go.
We back?
You're
Is
back.
that me?
Yeah.
That's you.
That's you.
Right.
You were out there with a big Joker grin for a while. Funny story.
Somebody clip that.
I will always remember this. One night I woke up. We were having a sleepover, and I woke up and I looked over, and Keywork Savior looked like Tom Arnold in the middle of the night. I don't remember what it was. Keywork Savior looked like Tom. I don't know why I just thought of that.
Give me a sec. For some reason, my Discord audio is not good.
You better?
Give me a sec.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Now I can hear you.
All right.
That was weird.
So other things we learned. We didn't learn too much tonight. We learned that Sabat can like to dive bomb people. And we're going into a break. So we're going to go through this break, and then we're going to find someone to raid. I think we're going to raid Retro Perspective tonight, because I don't see any of our people on. None of our retroactives are on right now. At least I don't think so. Let me... Live residents. Nope, that's just me.
I thought you did really great, Keywork. I know it was frustrating on the combat side, but then you just cleaned house on the social, and much the same. Oldfield and Salvatore. Yeah, we're doing great on the combat side, but then we get into these, a salon, a soiree, and we're like, I don't want to be here. This is bad. No.
I noticed that too. Thank you, actually. Thank you so much. And I was actually just thinking that too. It's just like Ulfeld's whole character, it's like in the social situation, it's just like, she's not there. She's like, don't notice me. But then the combat, she's just like, I leap at the mofo.
Yeah.
And
He is going
absolutely.
to leap from a truck, and I'm going like, yeah.
And like Salvatore, he's clearly, he's a wallflower too, but that's because he's listening. He's not partaking. He wants to hear what people are saying when him not there. And you guys play those parts just phenomenally too, because if it were me, honestly, that would be the character, but I'd probably still be like, well, me. I'd still... But
All right.
I mean,
So
yeah,
let me ask you guys a question, because the combat system is different. It's 3 turns and out. What do you guys think of the 3 turns and out system? What I mean by that is, if the combat's not over in 3 rounds, the system wants you just to end it. Find a way to end it to bring it to a conclusion, so it doesn't drag on for 6 hours at a time. So I kind of like it. We got some.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Because it's like one of those that if it looks like we've got it in the bag, we could just end it. If it looks like we're losing, we can lose it too. And we've had that happen. So yeah. It seems to work.
All right.
I like the 3-turn system, at least for now, when we're in these kind of like beginner battles, I guess I should say. I think maybe as we get towards fighting some stronger things, it might make sense to have some more turns in there, but
Okay. Absolutely.
just play it by ear.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right.
Yeah, exactly that. I like the efficiency of it. It definitely is. I can see exactly why they implemented it, but I can definitely see some fights lasting longer than 3 turns logically.
All right.
Dude, I'm thinking of using that for some D&D. Goddamn.
So, quick update with future streams coming up this week. I probably won't be doing Wednesday for downtime because I have an appointment with my daughter. So, I'm either going to do it tomorrow or I'll try to do it on Thursday. But I'm definitely doing one on Friday for downtimes. I'm definitely doing downtimes on Friday. That one's happening for sure. But my Wednesday one might either be tomorrow or it might be Thursday or it might not happen at all. I got to figure out when I'm going to run it. So we're down to at least one downtime. So I'm going to try to fit everybody in on Friday. That's the plan. Our next game will be on Saturday for Werewolf. It'll be our 10th session. So everybody make sure you're there for our 10th session. It's going to be a big one. And right now, I'm going to rate us out to Retro Perspective. What is he playing? He is playing Lost Vikings 2 from Blizzard.
Hell yeah. Vikings.
Right? Our own battle maiden. You need to get yourself an axe, like not the Walmart special.
I actually have one that I have brought to Salvatore as like, hey, I need to get this fixed, but I have no money, so I'm trying to figure that out.
I've got something in mind. Taking it to a shop that does electroplating in silver.
Ew.
All right, here we go, everybody. Let's give all our love to Retro Perspective when we get there. He's a great retro streamer. He also reads philosophy books and does a lot of stuff. He's a Canadian philosopher.
Good night, you guys.
And I want to thanks everyone. Thanks, Mrs. 11B. Thanks, everyone, for stopping in. Thank all the raiders. Thanks for the bits. It's Shy Girl. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, Nerdwire. Who else raided us today? Thanks for the bits, Dom.
Thanks, Tom.
And I reached my follower goal today of 410.
Thank you, everybody.
So I want to thank everybody. So we're now our next goal is 420.
Yeah.
So let's get there. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
All right, dudes. All right, here we go. We're going to go see Retro Perspective. Peace.
Night, everybody.
And stop streaming now.